Nothing better for a constitution than sea air. You're standing there forgotten under the rubble. They called the priest, of course, and the church was excavated.
Hello. Like my game is there. It is. Took a few seconds to appear. Hope everyone's doing good. Welcome back to Anno 1800. It's been a little while since it's been on the channel, but there's actually a video in the works that'll be coming up. Unfortunately, not till Saturday, but it'll be early for channel members, and it'll be the last two videos in the series. It's going to be the next one is going to be like the basically the completion of the new world and kind of looking around it and some time lapses of how it's going, and also looking at that DLC that just came out, the National Pack, the National Park Pack came out not too long ago. Today, though, a little different. We're going to be playing the scenarios. So I've done this scenario before, but I failed. It was the Seasons of Silver scenario, and I tried it almost a year ago now, so I haven't tried it since. Never been back to it. Probably going to fail it again, to be perfectly honest, because I just can't really remember it. We're just going to give it a go and see how we get on. It's pretty challenging, and I haven't done any other scenario, so we'll see how it goes. I'll probably have to pause it quite a bit during the stream, because of course there's no pausing and building at the same time, so if I want to really interact with chat properly, I think I'm going to have to pause it every now and then. Yeah, 2019 was 4 years ago. Quite a while. Not another game, apparently, until for another 2 years, I don't think. Have I tried the mod browser? Nope, I've never tried any mods for this game at all. I had a look at the... again, I'll talk about this in the next video, so I don't want to be too redundant, but really quickly, I've seen the mod that adds, like, an Asian theater. Looks awesome. And then I saw another mod that adds... It's like the Spice It Up mod that adds, like, a bunch of new production chains and things. So, maybe I could do a playthrough with one of those in the future, but, let me know in the comments of the next video if you end up checking it out, because that's where I actually really ask people, so that's the one I'll be looking to see what people think. Anyways, so... Welcome one, welcome all. Monday streams. Every Monday we stream here on What Darren Plays, the YouTube channel. Last week was SnowRunner, pretty fun, but decided to go back to Anno for this one. Maybe we'll continue this next week as well then, if I don't finish it today, which I probably won't. And we're going to be doing Seasons of Silver. So I've never done any of the other ones either. This is the only one that says continue because I have actually started it before. But we failed. Only marginally, but I did fail. Alright, so Vasco Oliveira has been exiled to a remote island. His task to establish a silver mining operation while dealing with extreme weather and punishing deadlines. Test your planning skills with a series of tight deliveries. Cope with the seasonal cycle of arid summers and torrential monsoons. Master the complex silver refinement process and choose how you lead your band of exiles, making important decisions about the difficult seasons and the unusual customs developed by your people, and regain Vasco's land's titles. Honor. Let's go.
By order of King Joao, third of his name, his most faithful majesty, Emperor of the Crown Colonies, and so on and so on.
And so on and so on. Let's just set sail. Alrighty, we're in. Love this one because it's kind of like a different biome than Mbesa or anything in the New World. It's kind of like a hybrid New World Mbesa biome, sort of like Mexico, I guess. Pretty cool. I thought you were going to play the scenario for the new weekly schedule. I don't know. I'm not sure. Every Monday I'll be streaming, but I'm not guaranteeing that it'll be Anno every Monday. I'm basically seeing which streams do the best, and then I'll choose. But I was planning on doing either. The original plan was to do these scenarios in videos, but I thought, well, I'll just stream it instead and see how that goes.
I see it now. Mille Pichu, cradling its riches.
Let me know if the audio is a bit too quiet or anything. His voice is pretty quiet at least, but at least we won't be hearing from him too often.
I can feel the quiet malice of this place. Others have come before.
It is too quiet? Okay, once we get in, I'll just boost it just a little bit. I think his voice is quiet, but I'm guessing the game is actually not that quiet, but we'll see.
Missionary, all of them lost.
And hey, waiting for Satisfactory tomorrow? Yep, exciting. I hope it'll be tomorrow.
Overcome. I shall take the mountain's bounty, reclaim my honor, and I shall see my home again.
It might be late in the day, but I've done some work on it already, so it should be good. I can't guarantee it'll be up tomorrow. Should be, though. That's the idea. I'll try my best to hit it. I'll be working through the night tonight to do it. Alright, here we go. We get to begin. Now, I'll just pause it really quickly. I'll be doing that quite a bit, just to catch up on chat or anything like that. So, just as a refresher, we're doing the Seasons of Silver scenario. Now, I'm not against, like, backseat gaming or anything, but I don't really care if I win or fail. Like, I'm sure I'll pass it maybe the second time I do it. Like I said, I played it a year ago. Generally know the idea of things, but, you know, just throwing it out there that I don't want people being like, oh, this is what you gotta do. You gotta do this, then this, then this. Don't have to do that. It's fine. I know how to play the game. Even if a little bit poorly at times. Anyway, in the development of farm fields, it must be placed in the opposite direction to the development of the basin water flow. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Alright, let's just begin. So, our first thing is the settlement. Build a settlement capable of mining silver, get 300 Jornaleros, 1 silver ore mine, and an upcoming delivery. We then have basically modifiers up here for the weather, what's going to be happening in a certain amount of time, and then what will happen because of it. Productivity for agricultural farms, and then for timber, and so on and so forth. So, first thing, I guess we just got to actually start removing these, right? Is that all I got to do? Yeah, just make sure. That'll give us some material. Don't want to remove them all at once, though, because you, I suppose, won't be able to actually even get the material. This failed colony, we're going to set up one that's going to be thriving and perfect. Alright, we're at 75 wood. Shouldn't really delete anymore. Let's just start building some houses. So I haven't done any prep or anything for this. This is just going to be me playing it on the fly and hoping for the best. We'll see how it goes. Alright, we'll just give ourselves a group of houses here. Why not? Spend some of that wood, get some of it back. I guess I gotta watch. It's so funny because playing in my current save and everything in the game, I have just basically unlimited money now at this point. So I actually have to think about money again for the first time, which is interesting. First time in a long time. Alright, we are 2 little estates hooked up, no problem. Still have lots of wood, so we'll just build 2 more in a horrible grid. But it has to be done in a scenario such as this. Some of those can be upgraded, but we'll just delete them. Can that be upgraded? No. Alright, they need a market. Let's pop it on this side, I guess. Okay. Raise it all, buy some rum, wait for the boat. Let's go. Hey, Stone, and welcome, everybody. You can also go half speed while you build to give yourself time. Oh, that's a good call. Might just... I probably won't do it too much while... maybe I will, actually, yeah. When I'm deciding on things. I'll try to keep it at normal speed most of the time, but if I'm deciding on things or maybe chatting with you guys, that's a great option just to slow the game down a bit. Good call. Alright, what are we on for? We actually have full bricks. Don't know, can we rebuild this? 5,000, that's going to be the water basin thing, right? Yeah. At least that spends some of our resources. Okay, so we've rebuilt. So what do we need to do? 300 Yorleras and 1 silver ore mine.
So many mouths to feed, so little arable land.
Now, what do you guys need? Tortillas, rum. You don't actually have the need for a church even yet. Not big enough. Somewhere over here. Actually, this acts as a storage thing, doesn't it? So don't really need to worry about that too much. I shouldn't move things too much either. I forgot it does cost me a little bit of money. Alright, silver ore mine. Should we build this one? It needs 300 Yorleras before we can even build that. So what's our capacity right now? If we have a look at population, we can see that we have 36 residences. So if they all filled up completely, we'd have 360 population. We need 300. We're going to need probably more houses because we're not going to fill them up that quick. What do we need for this? So we need corn farm and a goat farm and a tortilla maker to start making some tortillas. Easy enough. So, you want to start them with irrigated soil already? Work again. Where do I get the modules from? Oh, there. Yeah. We can only go up to 10. It's tiny.
Ah, the rush of cool water.
I'll just leave it where it is just to save money for now. But we'll move it in future. But for now, like I said, we'll get the goat farm on that.
You should go sit in the shade.
Alright, so that's 1 goat farm. Overclocked. Whoa. What the hell? Michael Frey. Yo, as Stone said. Yo. Whoa, holy shit. Also, don't know why it's not popping up on the screen. It might be so massive, it might have broken the notification. Dude, there it is. 499.99. Michael, I don't even know how to react to that, man. That's an extremely... I don't know, I mean, obviously it's just an extremely generous amount of money. That's insane, so thank you. His message reads, "Thank you for your great videos. I've spent plenty of hours watching your Anno 1800 gameplay. All the best to a great YouTuber." Hot damn. I mean, I barely even know what to say. That's such a wild amount of money. It just makes me like embarrassed. I'm like, there's no way I deserve that. You know, I just play Anno kind of poorly. So thank you. Hey, Michael, appreciate it a lot. Michael Frey, shout out. Thank you very much, man. Hey, actually, something we do, I haven't done this in a really long time, but whenever anyone drops $100 or more in one donation, I call them an esteemed senator. I don't really call you guys the senators or tributants or anything like that. It is still in the credits from my older channel days, but I'll definitely update my website to add that name to it, as long as you're okay with that. I'm just writing it down so I make sure to do that later today, because that's 5 times over, man, if you wanted it. But it's kind of a thing I just do on my website, whatdarrenplays.com. If you go to whatdarrenplays.com/supporters, you can see everyone that's ever donated 101 go or more. And sometimes it's through channel gifts, or it's a Patreon thing. When I used to have Patreon, it's a direct donation, whatever it might be. But I think the very least I could do, etch your name in stone on that site and on that image. This is a thank you. Because that is a massive sustainability for me. Sorry, I was just writing down at the same time. So thank you again. Appreciate that. It's obviously huge. So thank you. Thank you so much. You got everyone else, you're all off the hook now. No donations needed. Michael's paid for the month. So thank you. All right. So to get back into things, so what we're doing is we're playing the Seasons of Silver DLC, or sorry, Scenario. It's not actually a DLC, I don't think. For Anno 1800, we've just gotten started. First goal is to build up to 300. I'm just getting my bearings again, remembering what to do with certain things in the game. I forgot about canals and things like that, so let's begin. Let's resume. Thanks, and I'm reading the chat. Thank you all very much. Yeah, everyone's just like, holy shit. Thank you again, Michael. All right, back in we go. So, we have to attract 300 yordle arrows, build a silver mine. We want to get our first production chain up and running, which is going to be basically corn. So, we can actually use the Hacienda farm modules to do that, right? That's probably be a bit more efficient. Stick it right there. Can we build that already? Missing upgrade costs, some wood. Oh my god, am I an absolute fool? I think so. I've forgotten to build your basic wood production. We'll just have to stick it down here. So it's close to the actual warehouse, because I forgot that we need that. I was just getting wood for free, basically, before, obviously, by destroying houses. That's going to slow me down a little bit while we wait for these things to grow, unless... Can we... No, we can't paint in our own trees. And there's nowhere else where there really is any. Damn, mistake. Do we have any wood, maybe, lying around, perhaps? Perchance? Just 2 of those. They're 1-to-1 connection, 15 seconds in, 15 seconds out. Don't have any wood right now, so bit of a mistake for me, although we're okay. The Hermes ship has some wood on it, so we're actually okay. Let's build that farm. We'll choose crops, or sorry, corn.
They don't need us.
And just put it on the irrigated soil to make sure it's all good. Just want to leave a bit of a gap here for the next farm that's going to be using some of this. Oh, it's such a tiny amount, actually. It's really nice. All right, and then we'll just give them a road as well. This acts like a storage warehouse, so I think it's fine to be left like that. So that's going to be, just to do the math on it, just really quickly before we look over and chat again. Kind of hard to see. So, isn't it 54 seconds? Why is that so oddly specific? And what can we do here? Oh yeah, reduce the needs consumption, reduce happiness. Happiness goes down, chance of fire goes up. Increased rum consumption, but increased happiness and coffee as well. It's not really 54 seconds to get one, is it? Why am I... I'm just like confused for a second. I thought it's like, you know, 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out. It has 100 modules all on the fertile soil. Maybe that is it. Seems very weirdly specific. 54 seconds to produce one. Okay, I guess. That's what I'm seeing here. So normally it would be like this, right? 1 minute, and then this takes 30 seconds. That's an easy way to work out what it's going to be. But this isn't a traditional corn farm. It's a Hacienda corn farm. Maybe it's getting... Oh, is it because of the 10% productivity giving us a boost? That's what it is. Okay, got it. So it's... Because it's 10%, it takes a minute still, 60 seconds, but it's shaving off 6 seconds. Give us a little bit of that extra corn. So in this scenario, from what I can remember, what you need to kind of do is actually bank up various goods for different types of industry. And then when the different seasons hit and you lose your productivity, you kind of eat away at your bank of reserves. So I suppose while we have the workforce, you don't want to ever have just workforce sitting there doing nothing, right? We want to have them working fields, doing different things. So let's build a couple more of these and save up as much corn as we can, and maybe then build additional storage depots. In fact, let me just catch chat. Thanks, Jerry. That's the build. Oh yeah, I read that already. Back on Anno, nice. Yeah. So today's stream is going to be just doing one of the scenarios. I don't know if we'll get all the way through it. We can continue next week, next Monday. I'll have a video this Saturday. I know it's quite a long way off. I just missed the mark to get it out last Saturday, but it's ready to go for the next one. And I can start banking ahead of time as well, a bit better. The next video on Saturday will be for a video kind of showing off the new world. Done a complete beautification overhaul of Manola and a bit of an optimization. It's all going to be a big time lapse. Going to show off the new DLC in the middle and then walk around the town, and that'll be us. That'll wrap a nice bow on the new world, and then the final video for the series will be the old world, doing the same there, and utilizing that new DLC, the national parks and stuff. And then that'll be it for that series, and then we'll kind of think about what do we want to do going forward. A modded series, something else, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But I throw the question out there in the next 2 videos so you guys can let me know. Love the channel, and what is different about the Seasons of Silver challenge? Well, hey Rosie just came home. So basically, the Seasons of Silver challenge is... Well, I'll just show you really quickly. I'll just keep it on slow time for a moment. We've got rotating weather. So it's summer right now for the next 20 minutes. And during that time, we get increased productivity for timber. and increased productivity for farms. But other things can happen later, like increased wildfires or droughts and things like that. So you have to kind of manage your seasons. Now, you don't necessarily know what's going to be coming up next. The other thing is then that we basically have to meet various deadlines to achieve our different tiers of victories and complete quests. So ultimately, it's called Seasons of Silver because there are silver ore deposits here that have multiple stages of refinement to make into silver coins, and when the tax man comes by, we have to make sure we send him the right amount of money. So it's all very time-sensitive, time-pressure stuff, which is why I'm pausing it so much, because basically, there's no moments to lose. This guy's going to be hounding on us for like 100 silver coins. We have to make a decision about can we pay him less now in order to pay him more later, or so on and so forth. So it's really cool. It's very difficult, especially if you haven't played it before. I played it a year ago and I failed it. It got really close actually, but I did fail it. So this time I'm going to try and not fail, obviously, but I feel like it's been so long I may end up failing. But if I do, we're just going to go straight back into it. It's actually kind of meant to be, sort of meant to be failed, or at least experienced once. Maybe you get bronze or something before you can get gold. Because there are other islands, and if you build outposts on them and you restart a new game, they actually stay there. So I don't know how to reset it where we actually don't have those outposts anymore if you want a completely vanilla run. But technically our outposts are actually there already, so it should be easy to get over to the island and set them up a little bit quicker anyway. Thanks, Andre. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button for Michael going mental. I like, actually, it's so interesting. The super chat is so big that it stays up on the screen for a really long time. It's interesting that they do that. Hell yeah, man. Alright, so our main goal at the moment, all you need to know about is we're trying to hit 300 jornaleros, trying to get our first production chain up and running of tortillas. So we'll just maybe put a tortilla maker just at the back here. And we're waiting for wood production to get up and running as well. So we have a bonus to our productivity for timber. It's just started to be planted now, so that's all good. 115%. We'll stockpile that a little extra. Again, I think we need to lean into whatever industries get that bonus during the season. That's something I didn't do last time. Maybe it's not that important. I don't really know. But you'd assume it is. Like, hey, we have a bonus here for 20, 30 minutes. Maybe we should actually build more farms, just store up and stockpile as much of the stuff as possible, so that when it gets a little short, then we can do something else with it. But it does mean that we need depots to accommodate that storage, just to make sure we can actually make use of it. Alright, so what are we at now? 180. Alright, let's just... Do these guys need a church and stuff yet? Productivity and happiness is actually quite important in this one, too. So you want to keep your people happy so they keep working, because you're going to put tougher and tougher circumstances on them. We need 100 and, we need 200 before we can get that. But it's super fun. I love the scenarios. I think they're awesome. I've never done any of the other ones, but good stuff for me to go through now, though. I failed it twice. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen... people reassured me that it is not uncommon to fail this one in particular. Apparently the Eden Burning one is easy enough, though. I haven't played it. Alright, so rum. So basically, if we have a look at the fertilities on this particular island... Oh yeah, we're still in slow-mo. Sugarcane, corn, salt... niter, actually. Spice. And then 5 ore deposits. So out here, we can actually get the sugarcane. We get linseed, tobacco, and coffee. So sugarcane can be made in either place. It's good to know. And then this one's niter only. So it's just 3 islands. Nothing crazy. And some clay deposits and stuff on the base one, too. But here's where we have to go for our linseed. Now, linseed is going to be needed in order to make ponchos, right? I want to say yes. Linseed's also going to be needed to make sails if you want to make ships traveling between the islands. Right now, we're given a ship. It's all well and good. We'll just offload everything there. Is there anything in storage out this way? No, there's nothing out here. So, we'll wait till we build up a bit more, and then we'll ship off some construction materials over there. Just get some production rolling already. Some linseed would be good to get going. Get some people established out that way, some population. Alright, should we build this? What do we need? God, you can't do anything until you get 300. God.
You reach a new milestone.
Lovely looking place. Then you have to be a bit crazy to do max pop. Oh, sorry. Your playthrough is insane. Whose playthrough is insane? My one? Not my one, right? Oh, for Fox Gaming, is it? Oh, max pop run would be cool. I'm biased there. Oh, I see. Sorry. And hello. Yeah, no, I'm not an efficiency gamer, so it's not my thing. I know this is the type of game where that is a thing for people, but not really for me. I was mentioning just really quickly again, one last final thing I'll say about the playthrough that I've done is 150 episodes deep. I think it hit like 220,000 pop or whatever. I know people hit millions, but I was commenting on the fact that, you know, I just like variety, and I feel like I've done sort of everything in that series so far. Hang on just one second, guys. Wait for later. Sorry, Rosie just came in again. I'll just pause it. For the palace in my other playthrough, you know the way you can put down 3 items, you get a bonus set, and it gives you some sort of bonus, and obviously for efficiency, that's quite important, depending on what it is. But for me, I just put down all the ones that have unique models, because I just think it looks nicer, you know? So that is what you're dealing with. I'm someone who just likes variety, so I maxed out the Skyline Tower, maxed out the Eiffel Tower thing, prestiged the palace multiple times over, got every item in the game, beat all the AI, including a hard AI, did it all. I feel like I've done it all. So to me, it's like, oh, just get your population from 200,000 to 500 or 600. That means nothing to me. To me personally, it is impressive when you see people do it. Don't get me wrong, but I like making a town look nice rather than building a big grid with town halls everywhere and stuff. You know, I don't know. I might be in the minority with that. I really don't know. All right. Anyway, nearly closing in on 300. Can't really do much else until we hit 300. So that's why I'm just waiting here.
Old scars must run deep.
Could always put down yet another one of these. And just try to bank up a lot of corn.
Summers here are punished, but the rains that follow are plentiful. If we can build a basin to collect the water, we could...
Alright, how's that volume now, actually? I forgot to turn it up. We'll just bring it up to about 85. The music a little bit more as well. Alrighty. I'd say the 1 million pop challenge would be interesting, taking into account you have almost every island. Yeah, I'm sure it's doable. I just don't really have a want or desire to do it, to be quite honest. I like to think if I'm enjoying the game, the content's better for it. And I gotta be honest, I wouldn't be doing it for me. I'd be doing it because some people wanted me to. So, I feel like my heart wouldn't be in it. That's why Anno is good. It can be played many different ways. I agree, because I obviously like it a little bit. I like the efficiency, the feeling of optimizing and things like that. I guess I just don't take it to the extreme. But it is the blend of both. The fact that, yeah, you can do that efficiency stuff. You put in, you find a good item, you put it in, you get a bonus. That feels good. Productivity increases, the happiness bonuses. But then also using some of the ornaments to make the place look kind of nice, feel alive, that kind of stuff as well. To me, you're dead right. It's both that makes the game interesting. All right, we got our silver mine built. Let's just connect this over here. They should be able to get there. Yeah. All right, so the first silver mine is built. Now you'll see with this, it's incredibly slow. 2 minutes to make one, and we're gonna need like hundreds. So at least we've got one down for now. Royal Overseer will come visit in due course. All right, well let's just set up our population for success in the future. These guys a church in the middle here. Not going to be doing beauty building with this. It's too time constrained to really worry about that stuff. Again, if we could just get more materials while we have the productivity bonus, I think that'd be good, even if it is something as simple as timber. Got lots of extra people. And actually, we didn't even check. Do we have enough tortilla coming in? We do, actually, just slightly more than we need. So if we have a look at this, we've got the equivalent of 2 of these. So it's 1-to-1, isn't it? So we'd need a second one of this for another one of these. Yeah. Be able to squeeze it in. Not really. Alright, get rid of that. Move this somewhere else. Utilize this terrain down here for a bit. This stuff will move in future. Once we just get a little bit more money coming in and get a bit bigger, then we can move some of it around. But yeah, 2 of those. Maybe this can move over down here now. I'll leave it just for the cost of the money sake. Yep, that should be okay. Alright, so
Bring some first.
these should have enough for double production, and we can actually send some of the tortillas over to the other island then, rather than keep it all here. So at the moment, we produce 4. We only need to consume 1. And how full up are we? We've only got 3. Corn we're waiting to build up. Should have enough, though, with the 3 farms. Because they're all irrigated, right? So 3 should be plenty. We only need 2. And we're getting the bonus right now of 10%. I agree, Darn. I've seen cities with over 1 million, and it's a sea of engineer and investor building. No charm or personality. That's how I feel about it, yeah. Remember seeing Legend of Total War build a city, and it was just like a massive grid. It was all compressed down into one corner of the island, though. It's interesting to see the numbers go high, but that's kind of... that's where it ends for me, I guess. Alright. Then continue. Should we be getting more silver? I think we do have the workforce for it. So how much is for 1 building? 45 Jornaleros. Is that what they're called? Yes, they are. Yeah, so let's just get... road out from this. Connect that up. I'll just give them their own warehouse here. Alright, so that's 2. 2 out of the 5 that are tapped. We need to also make our own bricks. Let's get that going. It's going to be clay. Is it the standard rate? 30 seconds to 1? Yeah, so it's 1 for 2. We need to build 2 of these. We just have to wait for our timber to come up a bit.
Old scars must...
These guys should start growing. Oh, they've already got their tortillas. Yeah, good. Alright, plus extra 69. So we need rum for the final amount. We could grow sugarcane here and give it to them. I suppose that's what we'll probably do. The radius of this isn't the best, though. Maybe I should move this around to the opposite side or something. Wish I told you the cost before I did it. It only tells you after. Alright, I'll have to change this just a little bit then. Let's just bring these a little closer together. I didn't think I'd be doing that now, but I guess so. Make use of the space just a bit better. Okay, so starting with you, we'll just slow down time to do these modules. Just curl it all the way around, basically, to make use of the space in here. When did you start new? This isn't new, this is a scenario. And I just started this one just earlier, like 20-30 minutes ago. So very recently. But it's the Seasons of Silver scenario, so I haven't started a new, like, save file or anything. Alright, good, better. Going in. Alright, cool. A little bit better use of space, just slightly. So yeah, now we can fit in a sugarcane farm. So we'll just paint this out as well. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. How much radius space do we have? It's growing, so that's good. It obviously gets bigger the bigger the population. And then we'll just change this crop selection to be sugarcane, please. And then we can make our little bit of rum. So it needs timber mixed with sugarcane and rum. So that's 15 seconds, 30 seconds. So one of these... Well, we have the equivalent of 2, right? Because it's on... Oh, no, it actually requires irrigated soil, so I guess not. So 30 seconds, 2 of those, or one of... Yeah, so 2 of these, 1 of these. 2 of those. So 2 rum distilleries. How many people works this? 30. We might have to just stick with 1 for a while. That should give them a little bit. Let's see if it's enough. It will actually be enough for a while. And we're saving up tortillas as we speak. So let's just put this in here so we can see how much we have. Rum. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, that's what I meant. Watch the last attempt at this scenario. I was curious if I'd missed it a lot or not. No, I mean, that was a year ago, almost, I think, since I did it. So, this is just a brand new run that I just started. I haven't played it in a year, so I haven't actually tried it again. And I did fail it that first time. Oh yeah, I forgot about a warehouse for these guys. Alright, we'll just have to wait to make a little bit more wood. I think if I was doing this again already, I would probably build more of these. We have additional wood coming in, which is good for the rum situation.
We're only as good as our last.
Goat building can have added building to speed up production. The goat building can have the silos, yeah, but you need linseed, don't you? Or is it corn? I don't know which one it is. It's probably corn, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, maybe we'll do that then. Well, I don't have the wood right now. But yeah, good call. I forgot about that. Scenario play going to be a stream exclusive thing? I don't know. Haven't decided. We'll see how well the stream does. I do think scenarios probably aren't that suited to streams, actually, just because there's no downtime. You just have to, like, you're against the clock constantly. You can't pause and build. Now, right now, I'm actually waiting for resources to come up, so now is actually a bad example of that. But typically, it's like you're doing stuff all the time. You can't really read your chat that much, at least for me. Alright, so now they should be able to get some clay. Give it a little bit of time, and we'll get... So we need 16 more timber. Yeah, we really do need more timber and wood. Put another one just down by the coast, I guess. Sorry, I had a cough recently. Still lingering. I think he's planning to launch Satisfactory this week, but I may be mistaken. Yes, the idea is that should be tomorrow. Worst case scenario will be the day after, but it should be tomorrow. Thought it was corn, so it said in the description. Oh, my bad, I didn't read it. Oh yeah, stores corn. Nice. Ooh. Okay, so our first batch of rum is coming in, so the population should explode once they get that. Everyone should live up to 10 population. We don't have the happiness modifiers in there for them at the moment. So how happy are they overall? Plus 17, so we could probably bump a few things. Maybe we'll just say... only -3. That's -9. We're still... overall positive, right? Plus 8. Maybe that'll be okay, but we're desperate for more timber, so just bump the production of that for a moment. And then let's get our brick farms built. Brick farms? Brick factories. Alright, so 1 clay mine to 2 brick factories should be totally fine. Warehouse right there. Guys have their wood. We'll speed up, actually. I don't think there's much else to do other than just wait. We're building up a little bit of a bank of tortillas, which I'm happy to see. What else do they need? Just marketplace tortillas and rum. Good. So basically in 6 minutes, our productivity of timber, we get a bonus to right now, it's going to go away. Same with the productivity to farms. I want to just try to save up a little extra if we can. Corn we're not doing very good at. Have I misjudged how much we need? Oh, apparently so. We're consuming 4 and I'm only producing 3. Oh, my bad. Get another one then. Gonna need increased population though to get them to work this properly. Okay, so with that extra corn, oh, they're actually fine. The population is totally cool. But yeah, we're gonna need more anyway. So let's start planning out the expansion. We're just gonna make it a big grid because that's just the way it's gonna have to be. What's the reach of this? Might do a small reshuffle here. Yeah. Just doing that because the market's now a bit more central to the population. I wasn't going to move or expand any further people out to the left, but I will to the right, so we can have another group on this side. Again, just need more wood for all this. Alright, kids. And we can just check now consumption rates. So just to double check, we have enough rum, we don't make ponchos, we have enough tortilla. Goats are evened out. The agriculture is evened out. We get that little 10% boost still, so we're just storing a little extra. If it falls below the evened out number, the 100%, then we'll be in a little bit of trouble. Excuse me. I feel like you should be spamming houses and pushing resources hard. I am. Well, I have a very limited amount of timber, so I'm trying to build even more than I want. We only needed 300. We're up to 500 now. I'm trying. I've even boosted them just a little bit just to get more construction material built, but yeah. You're right, though. Just need to fill the place with houses as quick as possible, I think. And I also want to get to the next island soon, too. These guys are going to need their own market somewhere down... Probably another second layer. We go here. Up there. And another market here. Probably bring that down a bit, actually. Oh, there's a rock in the way. Okay. This doesn't need to come up as high. Probably to about there. Now, fire safety. Probably be good to have something within reach of these guys. 12 wood for that. Police, just in case there's a riot. Actually, the police thing could probably be better served just closer to the work facilities. Okay. I'm guessing the guy's going to visit when this timer runs out. I'm not actually sure. 111 population. Need to put them to work. Let's just build this just in case there's a fire soon. And then I think I might even just spam more wood because I'm so desperate to build. That seems to be the big bottleneck right now. There we go. Alright, how are you for markets and stuff? You're fine. I think the next one's over, would probably start running out. No, actually. Wow, the reach is pretty good. Okay, maybe this can go further down than I thought. And we're over there then. And right now I'm just using all this space at the bottom for wood, but we can move that further out as I get a bit more money. And as time progresses, then we can fill this out with more people and push it down that way. Alright, 17 wood. Again, there's a couple minutes left, so why not just spam a bit more corn? We can. And we're just out of that stuff, but again, we can get the modules going already. Five out of 100. All right. All right. What's that gonna take? 5 bricks. Oh man. Happiness is getting better though. We'll boost brick production as well. That's definitely going to be needed in future. So that's a negative 10 now. So happiness is at plus 6, 7-ish.
Before dawn.
And where's the next one? The other one is there and down here. Yeah, probably get one of these on the go as well. Let's get the farm going first. Oh, but it needs bricks. Okay, let's build this then. So 2 more brick factories down here, please. And then a road connecting them up. Oh no. I have to move this back. Alright, cool. So, some of your modules are now over the edge. I'll just have to redo it. Alright, totally fine. I'll be built next when we get 10. Alright. So again, just as a mini recap here. Playing the Seasons of Silver Scenario. I haven't played it in a year. Basically, for those who don't know, it's a series of challenges that are time gated. So the victory conditions are for completing the final delivery and so on and so forth. So gold is having an extra 300 tons of silver coins in storage. We can't even make silver coins right now. Oh, I don't know what this is. Is this new? Thou reign, I adore thee fall? Badges. To reach a population of 1,000 obreras and keep their happiness above 30 for 10 minutes. Oh, little additional challenges. I don't think they were there initially when I first played, were they? Irrigate 5,000 grid squares. Accept the actuary's offer to massively increase your next quota after the 3rd successful delivery and complete the scenario without any failed deliveries. Wow, it's like doing it perfect, right?
Break from the heat. Though I fear these rains might interfere with our work.
Connect road to that last corn. Not sure what you mean. Sorry. So let's have a look at our modifiers real quickly. So chance of fire is reduced because it's raining. Good. Affects the cyanide leecher, we don't have those yet. Flooded mines, productivity is reduced in the silver mines right now. Productivity, negative 20% for the fisheries. Something else you could do is like, well, I guess... Yeah, we need just more material. We're still overproducing to get that material. So, to get ponchos, we have to go abroad. And that can give us the happiness to sustain the productivity boost that we're getting. And forcing upon our people for bricks and stuff. How many of these do we have? We've got 3. So how many tons per minute do we generate? 18. So every minute we get 18 timber. I feel like we need more. And what's the raw resource like for wood? It's still overproducing, even considering we're making some of it into rum. And how's the rum situation actually as well? Rum is going to be slightly short for what we need. So we need a second distillery or just to increase the productivity. I'm going to make another one. So let's start planning out where industry's going to go. Up there. Do them over there. Farms are still out this way, of course. So you're gonna need more sugarcane then. Another sugarcane plantation. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure what you meant by connecting the road to the last corn. They are all connected via a road. A road touches each one of them. Alright, and we'll need to build some more of these things then in future and start making out proper irrigated soil, because right now we're just using the kind of baked in stuff. This is what we have. We can move these and build these anywhere, can't we? Probably start deciding like an area out here. Maybe bring this in just a bit closer. And that's pretty much fine there. So somewhere out here, a basin would probably be good. This takes 15 and 35. So 35 wood, 15. Tempting just to move this one actually. Just move it somewhere out here. And then we have lots of terrain kind of to work with. You said relocation cost only shows up after you move the building, but it shows on the right inferior corner. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Thank you. Well observed. Okay, that should be fine. Right, I feel like I'm struggling a bit. So 230 population, what do we need to do next? I'm waiting on the guy to arrive, right? How much silver have we built up so far? 15. Yeah, I'd really like to just tap all the resources and start having more to build with. Wood is like still really low. We need to build a bridge to get across, which is going to cost us wood as well. So let's just start here. Maybe just bring this straight across. That's 20. We've got the workforce for it. Excuse me again, sorry. Alrighty. So clay pit, 2 more brick factories. I guess we could just blueprint these out. So let's do there, and then you need a warehouse like here, and then a road. Carry you between the two. Okay, so that's something for the future. I don't think I will move that one then, just because it is expensive to move, so we'll just kind of carve out where this is going to go and try to plan it out somewhat. So the water basin itself has doesn't actually look like it irrigates around it. Around half of the building. Comes out this side. It looks like it starts here, and that's a 4x4 around it, right? So the building itself doesn't actually irrigate. Okay, good to know. So let's, well, I just never know which way to build these things. I want to make use of the space against the mountain, but maybe I think when you're irrigating soil, maybe that's less important. Let me just see, what would this be like? So we'd have one here. I'm just gonna slow it down. Let's say that this would be the canal. The canal will come out, and it's 4 either side, right? So it would come out like this. So that'd be irrigating the left side and right side. And there are ways to get... Isn't there ways to get this where it's like 100 or something? Because right now we're only getting 18. Seems really low. Do you ever get some sort of pump or something to make it go up? I feel like I've seen it where it's like in the hundreds. Maybe it's just a particular season that does it. That seems rough. 18. That's one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Something like that. How much does this cost? 35 and 15. Does it cost workforce? No. It fills with rain. Oh, yeah. So that goes up. Oh, right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I kind of remember now. Yes, look, it just went up. Okay, that makes sense. And I was thinking, like, I definitely have a memory of it going, like, way further than this. Alright, I know what to do with it then. I definitely should have had this ready to go then. This is a shame. Let's put it mildly. So we need a distance of 4, about there. And then this can come down a bit now. Let's just say there. Totally fine. It goes across there. Cool. Alright, so this will irrigate this area. Tough to say, but somewhere along here, I suppose it should just go out and then down again. But it needs to be a gap of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and then there. So that's a gap of 4 between both. Do that one more time. Think there. And then if we build farms along here, they should still be able to move and get around and everything. But, yeah, we've kind of lost a lot of the benefits. We have 15 minutes for this thing to fill up now. Oh, it takes a while to build. Okay. So 60 timber and 30 bricks. 90 people are going to make it. Yeah, this shows you the ill preparation here, because I just didn't remember this. Because having known this, I think I would have prepared in the first season this to come out a bit further, and for another farm to kind of build off of it. But maybe we could just fix it. So, oops. Move this down. Gonna lose our bonus early. Get rid of some of those modules. It gone? Yeah. Alright, so got irrigated soil right here. That count as irrigated? Touching irrigated soil, but I don't know. Yep. Alright, cool. We got away with it. Right, so how much corn do we have in reserve? 11. Not much. Could do a little boost to really stockpile some goats. Don't have the wood for it, though. Again, another bottleneck. Wood. Alright, so let's build more of these. Get more wood coming in. Alright, a new timber farm, or timber mills or whatever, sawmills. You reach that? Okay, hopefully that'll be okay. Alright, don't you stream on Twitch? Nope. I stopped streaming on Twitch a year ago, I think. I can't even remember when, but it's been a long time anyway. Just YouTube now. I stream every Monday on YouTube. You want base it on the other island soon as possible to get filled during monsoon. It'll be beneficial in the future. Let me know, guys, if I'm wrong. Oh, I'm sure you're right. Like I said, I'm not one for efficiency too much. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants with this one. I've no doubt I'm going to fail it, but then maybe next time we'll pass it. Yeah, we need to send stuff out there. But again, my real big bottleneck here is construction material. It is tempting to restart even now knowing this, because I feel like I could go faster right here from the beginning. Be mad at me if I did that. Tempting to. What I would basically do different is, knowing that this can grow, I'd get another one built fast before this season happens, and I would have a much bigger focus on construction material early on. And the overall layout of the town. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna restart it. I hate to do it this early, but I just feel like there's no chance with this, whereas there will be a chance if I just restart now, knowing this little bit of extra info. So let's start again. And I'll keep it on normal speed so we can go through much quicker now. Don't want to start a new game. Alright, yeah, we're starting to improve. I think when you realize just that early on that you've made some, not massive mistakes, but you could have done things much better just there at the beginning, it's worth going back and just doing it again. Before you're only burning more time the further in you go, right? So. Oh, reset. Yeah, I'm gonna reset it. Extra challenge. That will delete the other outposts on the other islands. Screw it. Take the extra challenge. Let's go. Alright. Now we're starting for real. Let's see if Bishop Darren. Alright. Okay, here we are. First time playing this ever. Alright, let's go. Just get my seat in a good, organized position. Actually, just before I begin, just really quickly, I'll be back in just 1 second. Rosie was away for most of the day, and she just came back, and she's going to talk to her just for a moment, and then I'll be back. Okay, so just a minute. Alrighty, thank you for bearing with me. Why not? We're all chilling. Yeah, that's true. And thanks, Warsong. Okay, so lessons learned. Build more construction stuff very early on, and just keep feeding that economy early on before making tortillas and all that different stuff. We'll just keep the economy kind of safe. Build up a huge amount of construction material if we can, and then like try to build all the farms and expand that way. And then get all the other islands set up as well, and have another basin on the go. So that's the idea, is just focus on construction material, because that was such a bottleneck for me already. Alright, let's begin. So, in order to get our first batches of material, we have to just clear away some of the rubble. Alright, so we're already at 70 out of 100, so I don't know if I can do this already. No, I can't. I was going to say build extra storage, but I actually can't do that yet. So I could just delete everything. You don't want to delete these things if you can't actually store those resources. So... Alright, just houses. Let's just get going. 3 or 4? Yeah, 4. This over here. And probably should have... Ah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, and then just connect this up. Bonk. Right, 30 and 43. Those are the numbers I'm just keeping an eye on right now. So just clear more. Rebuild this because it takes 35 and 35. Can you destroy these or... You can, but you don't get material back for them. Okay, great. Only the actual
So many mouths to feed. So little
ones that are designated that way do you actually get anything back for them. We need 60 to repair that. Alright, we've got some on board.
May we fare better than those who came before.
Alright, great. So let's just reorganize these guys a little bit.
A residence befitting a man of my stature.
Oh, I made a grave error right away. Alright, so we have to decide where we're going to actually build the... for a second. The industry. Lots of open space out here, so I think it's probably good to put a lot of the timber out this way at first. Wood. Yep, building it now. So let's just start one maybe roughly out there. Here. Overlap slightly, right? So that okay. Great. So you need a big warehouse in between you. I made sure I had still enough for one warehouse. This one might not reach actually just with a dirt road.
There's nowhere to take it. You should go sit in the shed.
Okay, they can all reach. We can build one out there in future when we get paved roads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can have 6 of these sawmills located somewhere close by, maybe just as like a little grouping here. So there's actually some gaps down here. Maybe we could just fill those gaps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this thing is going to be super busy. There's a lot of things that are going to be trying to feed into this warehouse. In fact, it probably will be too busy, but might be able to slam another one in there. That should be wood production ready to go now. Wait to be able to promote those guys.
We survived.
Move some of these houses over. Okay, a little bit better, I think. A bit more organized. Everything's kind of off in one place now for wood production. These guys are going to be waiting to get their wood made. Of course, the trees had to be planted to get going, so they're just starting up now. And they'll go up to 115% because that's our modifier during summer. We still have more material though, so we'll just dump that in. Don't need to really build that. Ruined residence again. Sorry, it can't be built, it can only be destroyed. And then just improve these guys. Alright, so the focus, like I said, was going to be building population, right? Let's just keep doing that. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to build a kind of a grid. Gonna be 3, 6. Alright, cool. Alright, just houses, 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 houses.
You reach a new milestone.
Great, so that can reach pretty much everyone. Are these guys 100%? Let's see. No, they're 91. So that's like the far corner. So what I could do actually just, I think we'll give it a little boost. I don't know. Step down into the center a bit more. Oh, some of these guys want to have it. Once we pave the roads, it should be okay. So I'll leave the layout as it is. Excuse me again. Okay. All right. So how many is that now? So we need 300 for the first part of the mission, and then we have to start building onto the silver mines and stuff like that. So we can start doing that and start saving up some. We're actually losing money right now, though. Yeah, don't really want to start production Well, actually, yeah, now we can at least start getting some corn in, I think would be a good idea. Right, so that's going to be the case then. Hacienda, storeroom, brewery, and farm. So let's start our farm. I guess one there. One fits nicely here, and another one there. 3 corn farms, I think should be fine. Start us off.
Played all the rancheras I know.
This is a storehouse, so we can leave that as is. Alright, just slow it down while we put down the modules. Can you move the basin before the rain for better placement? Yeah, it costs money. It costs quite a lot. It's 5,000. I don't know if it's worth it, but it probably is.
Rains that follow are plentiful.
Because this is way too hemmed in here, yeah?
To collect the water.
So I agree, actually. You're right. We should move it. And we have the money, I guess, 5,000, just to move at least this one. So I agree. We should do that. And we will. Let's just do the modules here. I'll try to do it kind of quickly. But we want to make use of the space pushing all the way up to the edge. It's weird when you're playing on half speed like this. I'm just doing it for the modules. The controls feel a little weird when placing these down. It's like there's a delay where I can kind of click it. I have to like click and hold almost. Alright, so that's one. Oh man, only 100 modules. Alright, that's 2 farms, and here's our 3rd one for now. Okay, we'll leave it like that. That leaves us. The reason I'm doing that is because we have a radius here that we have to build within, so my farms have to stay in here for now. But obviously in future we can put more things around there if we want to. Alright, how are we doing growth-wise?
Don't get me started on the conditions.
On the conditions. Alright, yeah, now we can start building the clay pit, I think. And get a couple brick factories on the go. Let's just start in a little grid, maybe like this. And another warehouse here. That'll be one. We'll need to then go across, get that one, and then come down and get this one. The road looks ridiculous like that, but it's gonna have to happen. Nice. Excuse me again. God, I have to take a drink. I keep pausing, thinking I'm watching one of your videos. Well, you can technically pause the stream, right? Uh-oh, they're very unhappy. Let's get them that church where they riot early on me. I think should it be placed? It actually doesn't meet the demand of quite everyone. But I normally build these with 3 houses, not 4. 4 can be a little rough. Oh, it's 5. Oh, sorry. 4, not 5. Yeah, that's probably why. Alright, just move a couple of them. Once the roads are upgraded, though, the reach will be better. But that'll take a while. I don't even know if it ever happens, actually, in this scenario, does it? Do you ever get... You must do, when you upgrade your residences, yeah. I assume so. Alright, so what's your reach to the church, for instance? 90%. So I was thinking maybe it'd be better to put one, like, here, and just another one over there. Might do that. Yeah. I move these guys back. What's my wood production rate? It feels very slow. It's 24, essentially. And what about the raw resource? 28. I think this is just getting a bit too busy, is it? We can also boost that, now that we put churches down. Oh my god, minus 19 though, that's actually pretty rough. Why is it so much worse now than it was before? Oh, because we've more of them. I think that's why. Right, that should make you guys a little happier. Everybody chill. -1. Alright, you know what? Just because I'm a little scared of that. Keep it at 33%. For a little while. Till we get them some other things that make them happy. Okay, just gonna keep building though. Keep adding more people. Nice that it just blueprints it as well for you, I guess. So somewhere around here, we're gonna have to also have a fire station. So I'm just gonna get rid of maybe these two, relocate these guys, and then temporarily say, well, not temporarily, for blueprint, say that that's where one of the fire stations is gonna go, and then we could do a sort of a mirror effect where one's on this side or something. Better. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it blueprinted and do the same down here. Another grid-like section. We just got some influence apparently. So 4x4, 4 in length, I mean. Right. Water basin is what I meant. Move it closer sooner rather than later, as you lose all the water it stores when you move it. I'll do it before. I mean, there's nothing stored in it now. I'll do it before the season where it actually rains into it, so it will be okay, right? It's not gaining anything now. But yeah, definitely, I'll do it before the next thing. All right, so that's brick. Well, almost brick production done. So once we get a little bit more wood, we need 8. We can get our first brick factories. We can boost clay production and stuff as well. So we're just saving up corn right now, right? Yep. Of 9. We're not making anything with it yet. So we have to mix it with goats in order to produce tortillas. So yeah, we could get some of the goat farms down this way, I guess. One module that I'm going to be overriding, but whatever. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. What a shame. Okay, let's try to turn them sideways actually then. Six, just straight up like that. Are they all irrigated? I think so. No, one of them is just outside. Alright, they're fine with that. I'll just need a road. Do what we did last time, which is basically bring the road up this way, and then... Whoop. I think I'll move the basin, like we said, somewhere over here, and then try to work out that same spacing that I did before. Before I do that, actually, let's just copy it and use a blueprint to kind of map it out first and then move it. Otherwise, I might have to move it multiple times. So the mine is here, so maybe we can create a line like that. We know that it has to be 4 out, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it has to be 4 out, so about there. And if we keep it at the back, this is kind of more space inside to work with, I think. Go down to the 4 mark, which is there. And then just do that over and over again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes up there. That's it. See how we get on with that? That'll be one basin. Maybe we could copy this and do another one like over here or something in a similar fashion. It would have to basically just a bit too tight for the edge there, but it would have to be something like that. Maybe come down a bit. Something like that, and then you chop away just this bit 'cause it's not needed. It's smaller than the other one technically. Would that work? What do people think of that idea? I don't know. I'm always like really indecisive about the canals when it comes to Mbesa. Alright, wood. Hey, look at all the wood we've got now. Excellent. So let's just put in some of our fire safety. Our bricks can go in now as well. Do the same down here. And... ah, damn. So we do that. Alright, how's happiness? 8. So, at this point, I'd like to kind of start saving up the materials and set up that other island now. They've got no warehouse. Alright, so, that's goats. It's only one lot of goats, or kind of two, because they're irrigated. We just copy that. Put it somewhere like there. I think that's everyone irrigated. Okay. And then we can fill this space with more agriculture. I'm not going to waste it. Alright, so to look at our statistics really quickly, everything's good. We'll find 32 timber per minute. That's pretty good, I think. I don't know if we'll need that much more than that, but we'll definitely need to boost the clay, though, especially early on. There's only 3 clay deposits in the entire map. You're literally limited. Like, there's no... You're not going to get much better than that. So, tortillas. What about... Yeah, so these guys aren't being consumed by anything, so let's throw down at least 1 or 2 of these tortilla makers. Put it next to the hacienda, sort of a factory area. How many workers is this going to take each? 30. Fine. They're quite cheap to make as well. Now, with all the extra stuff, we'll try to just bring in as many more people as we can. How are you guys for churches and stuff? 96. 73 on the edge. Yeah, I feel like what would be best is removing these two, putting them up here. What's our coverage of churches right now? A bit better. Yeah, maybe do the same with these two. And if we took them along one of the side roads, the edge especially, that'll be beneficial for the furthest reaching parts. Okay. Need another one somewhere probably down here. Yes. Wish you could just see a circle of it. Make it a lot easier for me. Yeah, we're getting lots of people. So how are we doing for tortillas now? We just threw down tons of people. So 4 over 4, 3 over 4. Actually not possible. We need more wood. Alright, just wait. Let me catch the chat. I'm so happy to see Anno 1800 again. I missed the Let's Play I've been watching on my other page for a little over 2.5 years. Hey, appreciate that, Tracy. Yeah, so good news about the series that I mentioned earlier was that there's 2 more videos in that series, the big long-running series. 2 more episodes. 1 is coming this Saturday, but if you're a channel member, you should get it 1 or 2 days early. It's almost done. I'll be rendering it out tonight. It's a big time lapse of the New World, so basically just focus on the New World, do up Manola, totally finish it from top to bottom. Every nook and cranny is like covered by something with detail, ornaments, everything you can think of. And then I kind of go through some of the DLC, the National Park DLC. I just have a quick look at that, and then also walk around the town later on in the video. So that'll just be that. It's a sort of a fan servicey video. There's not much gameplay, right? It's just, hey, made the town look good, we're going to walk around it, and also here's this recent DLC. The other thing then, the last video then will be focusing on the old world and a little bit on Cape Trelawney. That one's not done yet. That should be the week after. So 2 more videos to come, and then after that we'll decide what we want to do going forward. A modded playthrough, more scenarios in video form or stream form. The campaign, maybe. Probably not the campaign, but some people have asked to see that. Alright, so before this season has even ended, we are way bigger than we were before. Lots of workforce, and we're making more stuff. So I'm pretty happy with all of that. We could be always making more, though. So happiness-wise, we're now plus 12. We're gonna just send the old 33 boot and that. And make them -9. Still +8. Maybe we can just jump to 40 for all of these. And we should build some additional storage if we haven't already. Let's do that. Bit short on wood, tiny bit. Now with the next bits of wood, we'll get that in, and then probably just start saving and send it out to the other island then to set up a basin over there so they can collect water also. So this is where I decided I was going to build this, so we can we... Oh, if I get rid of this now, is it going to delete this? Probably, right? I don't know, actually. No, I don't think so. Let's move that now. That's 5,000, but I'm happy with that position. Yep.
Ah, the rush of cool water.
Excelente. Okay, let's keep going.
Stand
Next layer
aside,
of corn.
boss. Don't get dirt on your...
Get dirt on your fancy shoe. 100. So on the basin, I'll probably set up sugarcane on that basin. Keep this as corn, mostly. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we'll see. Alright, more corn. Again, let's check. Corn through the roof. Goats could be better. Be there tonight for a union meeting. I'll have no talk of that. No, we're overriding a little bit of the modules there, but I think Roche, not possible. It's not possible. Sorry, it's an interesting. No one would know what I'm quoting. By the way, 150 viewers because you can't see. Oh yeah, yeah, I could see if I really wanted to, but I often, yeah, for whatever reason, just hide. I don't hide it specifically. I pop out my chat so it has a bigger window, and then I can see like donations or subscribers and things like that. And then I see my OBS settings, and for whatever reason, OBS just doesn't tell you how many viewers you have. Maybe there is a way to see it in OBS. There must be, because I can see how long I've been live, drop frames, a bunch of things, but it doesn't show me view count for whatever reason. It did when it was Twitch, but YouTube it doesn't. Anyways, we good? We good. Got more goats. All right, so I'm just gonna pause it. What should I do next? Because let's time it down. We have 550 workforce. I kind of feel like, yeah, just get those bricks, and then I guess the silver, start having silver coming in, and then just save up material to go onto the other island. That's my plan for now, but obviously we have a lot of workforce not doing anything. I guess ultimately we just need more and more construction material. That's my still, again, limiting factor. Might how much of it I've built.
Working harder.
Could do even more, I guess. How many timber do we have? 71 wood. So I suppose what we could do now is maybe boost this ahead of that number, just for a while. Although some of it's going to be used for rum going forward.
I still have a few stories how it used to be better.
Uh-huh. See, we've so much, it makes me almost think, I'm just going to... Don't consume it. Don't consume tortillas. Because we don't need that many people. Right? If we're thinking like that, if we're thinking efficiently, we could think like, well, only consume stuff when we need the population. But if we don't need it, don't eat it. As it were. Alright, so let's see. I think construction material is what I want the most of. To be honest, I want wood more than I want clay, but we'll need clay a lot. Let's just go across again. Oh, good job, Darren, setting up the building before you set up the warehouse. Anyway, maybe a modded series. Like, all of the opponents are at war with you, except you can be allied with pirates when time passes. I don't know. A modded series, maybe. But I'm not really... See, the thing is, the AI is just not that good. I know a lot of people feel this way, but they want, like, to see the challenge, the increased challenge. Like, oh, everyone's at war with you, back against the wall, what do you do? I don't know, man. I just don't find it that... I don't think that would cater to my playstyle very well. Because my playstyle is a hybrid approach, right? I'm kind of efficient, not really. And I do a lot of beauty building. If you want to see where I just build giant grids, I mean, that's what the scenarios are for. And we've got fires. Fires raging. If I just build a big grid, you know... here's the thing. The AI is just, like, also not that good. You can get them to throw as much at you as possible, but I'd almost rather play a multiplayer game where it's like a challenge, you know? Like, okay, it's going to be a PvP game, we'll have maybe some rules, no attacks until like 10 hours in. But you'd also have to find people that are like really similar skill level than you, because some people are just going to be insane. It'll be fun though, because especially, you can play 16 players multiplayer. I think that'd be awesome, but I don't think there's that many people out there on YouTube anyway playing the game.
But where to?
Anyway, I'll think about it, but I think modded is probably the way to go. But not like increased challenge or anything, but just modded. I would just like to see that like Asian theater. I don't know if any more has been done with that mod. But that seemed really cool to me initially. So something like that. We can't upgrade this. I need another one of these then. They're gonna hinder people too much? I don't know. Maybe not. Might be a bottleneck in and of itself if they can't unload. 113 timber is what we built now. Just like raw wood. Okay, see. Got lots of bricks, we just don't have much wood. So again, I think I'm just gonna build more wood then. We're over here now, so why not in and amongst the oil fields? Get the ball rolling, let's just get some extra wood going. Wait, in fact, we don't really need much of this. We do need more of these. Go 1, 2, 4. 4 of those I think would be good. Alright. You have the workforce for it, so why not? Change the building skin. Not happy enough for more vehicles to roll out, so that's our punishment. Some people are going to perpetually burn. Let's put another one of these down. I was thinking we'd need some that can at least reach some of the stuff out here. Not much maintenance, so I don't mind. Alright, cool. How are we looking? There's a fire. I know, yeah, it's been going on for a while. It's because the fire station's up here. And because people aren't very happy, only one will roll out at a time. But it's spreading faster than I think 1 or 2 of these firemen can get to it. That's alright. So how are we doing for time? 4 minutes until we start getting our basin filled up. So how much is one of these? Oh, wow. Oh, 84 is the potential. How much are these? 15 and 35.
Out of control.
We're only as good as our last.
We'll just make a second trip. So give me all that. And give me the bricks. 35. Alright, let's venture out to this island here.
We are but servants.
Now we have to set up the outpost and then set up the basin, so I might have to make 2 trips. Actually, just in case. I don't know how much it is to set up the thing. Let's just grab as much as we can. Bring it all with us. Because if we can get that second basin down before the rain in 3.5 minutes, that'd be ideal. Or at least early into the season. That'd be good enough.
It's no paraiso for me.
Wow. I don't need to rebuild them, they're fine.
Old scars.
Alright, nice. That was a nice big batch really quickly. Alright, let's go. Sorry, you can boost the AI with mods too, like extremely hard. Yeah, it just makes them stronger though, it doesn't make them smarter. That's my point. They're just not very... the AI's just not very good, you know? Like when I fought Margaret, she had way more than I had. But I just went island by island, taking her out one by one, you know? So I don't know, I just don't think war is particularly that interesting in the game. In Anno 1404, I felt the AI was actually quite good back then. And in that game, they deploy armies and they move into your territory and stuff, and I was like, that's awesome. So I'd totally be into that. But I just think my experience of combat in the game is that it's quite boring to watch. It's like, okay, I'm gonna grab 20 ships, go to an island, and fire on a building. You know? And that's like it. It's like, okay, everyone wages war on you in the beginning. What do you have to do different? Build more defenses. I mean, that's it, really. There's not much tactically you can do to make it that much interesting. The basin is a multi-stage building, actually. Yeah, you're right. It's going to take a little bit longer than that to build, I guess.
All have to choose.
Oh, well, we might be able to get it done during the season. Maybe. That's a good point, though. I forgot.
That is
You know what I never built? We're not grabbing any silver.
Silver unto me, mighty mountain.
And they'll need a warehouse as well. And the mines are gonna get flooded now, actually. Damn, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake not doing that sooner.
Old scar.
Alright, so basin thing. I don't know where to put it. Just to get it down though, we'll start it here, whatever. 35 and it needs 90, so we need a bunch of okay, this was actually a bit silly to do it that way. Let's just go with a group of 2 and another group of 2. Can that fit? 3 there. Alright, let's try this. So.
You reach a new milestone.
Alright, tiny little village. Age of tradition.
We all have to choose a side somehow.
So we need to build this up to 90 to get us started. And then what do they need material-wise? 60 and 30 and then... Alright, monsoon season has begun. Oh, I'm out of money. Oh my god. Uh-oh. I was not watching that at all. Well, to make a little bit more money,
Finally, a break from the
let them have their tortillas.
though I fear these rains.
This will give us +7 reis per household, so that's profit. Alright. Build a basin on the new island also? That was the idea. I think I did it too soon. I forgot that it takes 90 people, it has phases and everything. But maybe they can get building it soon enough. It's gonna take 15 minutes. Damn, yeah, it's probably gonna be done right when the monsoon ends actually. Oh well. But yep, they'll grow to what? 5 per household? How many households do we have here now? 16, so 200 population in... No, sorry. 20
The
households.
fire left ruins behind.
Is 200 the max? I'm so confused. 20? Yeah. Oh, so 100. They're gonna grow to 100. Yeah, yeah. Alright, nice. And that'll be more than enough then to get this started then. So we'll just wait till they grow, and then we can actually... Well, we can start it now. Just get building. Go, go, go. Time. Fill it up. And then our collector ship is gonna come back here, very slowly going against the wind, grab some more material, and then head back. Now, we can actually maybe reduce the productivity, I think, of some of these. Actually seem to be filling it up quite quickly. How's the happiness? It's +0. I guess if it's even, then it's fine. Let's just check a few things. So, tortillas. We're actually not making enough. Need another one of those. And then we're going to need more corn. Alright. Pushing not possible. Is it too much money? Yeah. Damn, money's gonna hurt me for a little while.
We're only a few.
Chat, is he real? I'm real. I'm not an AI.
We all have to choose a side.
If I was an AI, I probably wouldn't be running a deficit in the game. Alright, we're gonna go back, deliver some of this stuff. Alright, so you let me know when you're there, and then hopefully this will start getting some of the stuff and being built. So 0 out of 60, 0 out of 30. Some of it should get delivered already though, right? Yeah, it's, a little thing is making its way now. Good. Alright, so, mission-wise, how are we doing? So the guy hasn't visited yet. We're starting to grab our first batches of silver. All good, I guess, although it's going to be really slow because we have the negative 50% productivity thing. We could offset that, I suppose, by doing something like this. Thing is, wood is a bit better now. Maybe we slow that down a bit, and then we go to this and bump it up to 50. But because not many people work in those, you can actually do that and not suffer too badly. Maybe we'll go with 25% on productivity for this then. We're still +6, so that's okay. No riots just yet. We don't actually have a police station either, but this is more of a priority. We're going to run out of tortillas if we're not careful. We're down to 32, and we're over-consuming right now. Alright, another goat farm, I think, is needed, just to double check that that's true. Oh, no, it's not. Actually, we're okay. Great. What about... Yep, so actually, all of that's all good. We're at 50 timber per minute now, which is great. And we've got enough of this. So we're not making rum yet, and we don't have the ponchos for the extra happiness, so that's the situation. This is building up. As we can see, we're storing a little extra water now. And we can start building our sugarcane onto this. I suppose there's no reason not to get started with that, right? Is that what we should do next? Yeah, the brick factories are all tapped. All our clay deposits are tapped, and they're maxed out, aren't they? Yeah, we can max them out, though. Alright, so we're at the max production of bricks, basically, that you can ever be. Our ship has just made it. Drop off the material. I suppose if we give them a warehouse closer by here, they could get that built quicker. 15 minutes. It did say it'll take like 15 minutes to be built. Yeah, 14 minutes to go. Oh well. Almost got there. Okay, we can bring the ship back, right? Cool. Alright, what's next? More silver, I guess. So we need more bricks. Just need 2 more bricks to get the next silver mine. Alright, we'll start planning out and mapping out where the farms are going to go for our various agriculture. I just thought of something. If I build a farm like here, and it has to go through soil that isn't irrigated, we still get the benefit that we do, right? The modules that are connected still are the ones that count, I think. Right, so that's going to be... We need sugarcane. Yeah, this can come all the way down, so we want it to be... that. Let's see, 128 modules. How many modules is that? That's 68. Actually, if that's the case, just thinking about it. That's as far up as we want to go. This is going to be turned sideways, and that's far irrigated as it's ever going to get. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Start there, up to 128. How can I... Oh, you have to hold Alt. Alright, so just move that out of the way and map this out. So that's 91. We need to go to 128. 121. 128. The next one can start somewhere like here then, I guess. Or just right on the edge. Same thing, 128. This crazy idea? I feel like this is right, isn't it? And we want to get another one built when we get some money again. We should get money though with the rum. I think that'll do well for us. So let's build this first one. Now fully irrigated. And I guess it'll just go line by line, really.
This dry soil is useless.
Yeah, so you've got some problems, but you're still operational. It's not like total dud. And then I guess the other thing is on the opposite side. You can be grabbing some too, right? Like so. So all the way down to 128 again. To about... I'm not sure if the corners are done actually, but to about there, I think. Alright. So you need a warehouse. Get that going. 500 gold, damn it. Damn it, man, the money. I'll build it down here actually first. And then it's just going to be a matter of building a couple of distilleries. So that's sugarcane production. We already have tons of timber, wood. We just need rum distilleries now. So we have sort of our factory area here. Continue that trend. Two of them right there. Unless it's fit in here. It fits in here fairly nicely. Worried about a fire spreading, that's all. Oh, I just thought of it. Can't these do brewing? Yeah, they can. And they're smaller. Oh yeah, definitely use these instead. I think the productivity is the same, they just take up less space. 1,050 to build. How much are these? 950. So it's 100 more. Is it the same amount of workers and everything though? Don't know. Let's say. But you can do schnapps. 6 wood. How much does this cost? 6 wood. Alright, well. Wait until we have 1,050. We're getting there. Alright, I actually have a little bit of breathing room to read chat and stuff if anyone has anything to catch my attention with. Yeah, do people build basins on this third island? Oh, there is more clay in the map. Oh, I thought there was only 3. So there's 6 in total. That's interesting to know. Because that feels like it's a serious bottleneck. How's this going, by the way? They have everything they need. It's just a matter of getting it done on time. Can't speed them up any more than that, though. It is what it is. And we are actually full up on wood. Wow. Problem solved, eh? We'll just make a delivery. Give these guys the wood they need. And we have the money now for our first brewery. Rum recipes on the go. Trim canals? Why would I trim the canals? Oh yeah, these ones. You're good. Great point. Great point. Thank you for catching me on that. I'll have to do the same on this side. Yeah, so we can cancel that one. Maybe just for a second. Put that bit away. Again, so 128. There we go. A little bit more space efficient. Just slightly. Alright, cool. Fields missing fertile soil. So, let's have a look at rum production. So, we're still under producing. So, what we'll do is just tell them not to consume any. No point wasting it. You can't really maintain everyone anyway. We have enough of that. That's okay. So, what's the problem? So, we've got enough sugarcane. Obviously, not enough. Well, actually, if we have enough sugarcane, what is the? Oh, just not enough of the actual buildings themselves. Yeah. Right? Do we boost productivity of rum? How happy are people? Really want to get that linseed production up so we can boost their happiness even further. I suppose what you can also do is lower the productivity of certain things, because we've got plenty of wood now, so now I can say, yeah, chill. You guys chill. Keep the buildings running, whatever, that's fine, but it'll give us back a little bit of happiness. And we should really just be getting more silver, I think, all the time. We even start on this one. A little bit too much money just right now. That's going to be 1,100 to build a bridge. God dang. Where's my docklands, man? Where's my traders, my NPCs to help make me some money here? No one out in the world. So we've got 7 minutes left of negative productivity for our mines. The fisheries. You can make fish? We haven't got to that stage yet. We have to upgrade our buoys. They need rum. So how's that? 2 rum distilleries. Is that enough for you? Oh, so I have to turn on the consumption rate and then see. That's 4 for 4. We were making slightly more than they need, so let's let it happen. Let's let it rip.
You've been playing for 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours. How much did we save up here? 35 from the original 10. So we made 25 extra water so far. I know, yeah, the bags of money. That's what we're struggling with. I love how Michael's super chat is still there. I've never seen one last so long. Alright. Drop off some of the stuff here. Let's get building over here. Won't be wasting any time. In fact, we can build maybe a bit more storage, guys. Start setting them up with linseed. Alright, you can go home. Extra houses, I guess. Silver ore deposit right there. 45 pops. Work on it. More houses, more money, right? These guys make money, don't they? They make 1 extra. And now that we're supplying rum, money is going to come up a lot, right? That should be good. Making 23 per household. Love to see it. 8 gold for supplying rum. Definitely worth it for the money. How you doing with this? You must be almost finished. 4.5 minutes to go. Yeah, so I didn't really factor in where this should be built. I was trying to rush to get it done. I think it'll probably be built across here, to be honest, but we need more money to cross the bridge. Guess maybe temporarily. There's no fertile soil on this place at all. All has to be done through a basin. I guess that's why poncho making is tough. Problem is moving it now is going to cost me money. Yeah, there's so much more space over here. It should definitely be done over there. Or a second one, I guess, maybe. But for now, I don't know. I'm just struggling to think. I'm just going to slow it down just to try to assess the situation. What should we be building? Like, I know that they're going to need linseed, but it's not going to happen anytime soon because this thing's going to barely fill up. We could start to make some just right next to it before we end up moving things. But it does cost money to do everything. You know, 500 gold to make a linseed farm. So right now, I feel like I don't want to burn money for no reason like that. Depends on what we're going to roll next season. How long am I streaming for? So, an hour and 45 minutes in, by my estimate. 6 o'clock now. Probably a 3-hour stream in total. Something like that. So, another hour and a half, thereabouts. I suppose it doesn't cost influence or anything. We could get the ship to roll out to the other island and start setting up on that place. If we have construction material, we might as well just get houses down. It's free money, right? So let's do that. That at least gives me something to work towards. And also just a bit of additional capital. I'm just going to build another one of these. 500 gold. Yeah, do it. Get that bridge going now. Get some more silver rolling in. Have the workforce for it. Why not? Another one here. 800 gold. Do it. It's fun. I gotta say, it's fun thinking about money and stuff in the game again. Because it's just been so long of my save being like maxed out for everything, you know?
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
No puedo más.
Alright, so we got 4 out of the 5. Should we just do 5 then? Why the hell not? Let's just move this up here. Alright, that's all the silver mines are tapped. Good. And they've been maxed out for productivity. Happiness is still okay. I would say that while times are good, maybe squeeze a bit more out of the sugarcane. And the corn. And that'll allow us our refinement buildings productivity doesn't really ever change, I don't think, unless it catches fire. So if we could just boost all the productivity of this stuff early on, maybe in the goats, the raw ingredients, as it were. I don't seem to mind it too much. How's the timber situation? Oh, awesome. Great. And then I guess we'll put silver up here as well, just so we can keep an eye on it. Cool. Yeah, you pick up a lot of that material, please. Might wait. Get a little... Yeah, 25 is a good number. Let's go out to that island now. Just let me know when you get there. Nice one. Good to see some Anno from you again. Yeah, it's great to be back. I started playing it again last week. I've been preparing some videos, so 2 videos will be happening over the next week. Well, 1 per week at the moment. And, yeah, I've already kind of mentioned I don't want to be redundant, but basically it's going to be focused on the new world, just finishing off the new world completely, beautifying it as best as I can, and then walking around it to see what we've done, effectively. Let's expand that population out again, because obviously some of these guys are going to become obreros. Big rock thing there, so I can't do too much there. So yeah, that'll be on Saturday, but if you're a channel member, you'll be able to get it a little bit early. Maybe 2 days early. Alrighty. Took in the sights and sounds just for a moment. This place is awesome. I wish there was wish this was a real biome you could go to. Always, that's the only thing I ever wanted in Anno, was just more biomes, more sessions, regions to go to. The Asian region. Always a little disheartened that they never did that. And instead opted to do the kind of smaller seasonal content that they did in the end. What's this? Missing sugarcane crop. 68. Oh, did I not? Oh, didn't actually upgrade it. My bad. Could have been getting more. How are we doing for sugarcane now? 7 out of 300. Productivity is good though. 9 tons per minute. A minute, 18 to go. Lots of population. Again, with so much population, it's tempting to withhold what they consume. The only reason I'm not going to right now is because money is tight, and they aren't giving us money for these things. So, these numbers have just fallen. Something's changed. Let's see. What was it? The basin's constructed out here. That's good. Alright, 10. It's got 50 seconds of good money there. What happened over here? I just saw those. The house said it was going to lose people. Oh, we ran out of run, did we? Oh, right. Oh, we need a third distillery. Okay, we can manage, I think. Alright, let's just check against our different production rates. Yep, so sugarcane, we've got enough of that. Wood, we still have enough of that. So that's rum totally fine then. So they'll save up some of that rum. The extra tortillas that we have could go to the other island to give them a boost. If we look globally at both islands, we still make enough tortillas for both of them. But I guess we don't need the population as much over there, so we'll hang on to it. Uh-oh. We have a visitor. Looking forward to it. Been enjoying your City Skylines playthrough too. Made me give the game a try. Nice. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? It's always interesting seeing people who are fans of Anno try something like City Skylines, because they really are quite different games. I would hesitate, you know, I'd almost say that Anno isn't really a city builder. Not really. It looks like one, but it's more like, to me, it's more of a logistics game. You know, it's production rates. See, to me, a city builder is all about moving people around and people's daily lives and stuff. That's a city is its people, how they get around and what they have. But to me, Anno is more about logistics, production, supplying people with goods, but they don't travel to work, you know, or anything like that. Yeah, it's just a different type of city builder, I guess. But City Skylines is your traditional city builder. You're zoning areas, people are moving in, and then you're figuring out how they can get around effectively, and then you tax them. It just feels a bit different.
Actuary to King Joao, collector of royal dues, inspector of crown revenues. Such a pleasure to meet you, Vassal.
Pleasure to meet you. Alright, well, hey, look at that. We managed to save up 12. Although it always goes down to 10 anyway. You're not quick enough. So we've got 30 minutes now, basically. Well, wait.
Now, I am here to ensure that your work proceeds efficiently.
I do love bureaucratic interference.
Yeah, so he's going to give us our deadlines and tell us what we need to make. We saved up 19 silver ore.
I call it effective oversight. I shall return periodically to collect the king's.
So that's easy. First one's easy.
Have the first quota ready for my next visit.
Easy. So he needs 25 tons of silver ore next time he arrives. 45 minutes till he gets here. We've already got 20, pretty much. So that's fine. Not worried at all. So first delivery should be totally fine, but it scales rapidly, and we'll also get a few different questions about if we want to give him more and stuff. So productivity 15%, productivity 10%, and breezy work. All buildings are giving us 20% extra. Nice. So looking forward to it. Oh yeah, I read that. I was terrible at it. Need to give it another shot. Totally different to Anno. Yeah, it's just that's why I was afraid to play it for so long, because I was like, people were like, oh, you make cities look really nice in Anno. You do great in City Skylines. I'm like, guys, it is a way tougher game. Like, I always ran into just traffic problems, and I still have traffic problems now, even in my latest game, but I managed to actually get the population to the max amount, which is 75,000, so I was quite happy about that. Anno is really its own category. It combines elements of city building, management, tycoon, and RTS. Yeah, indeed. Totally. Yep. Yeah, the RTS aspects for the combat and stuff is definitely there. If you like this type of logistical simulator, you should try Vicky 3. It's an in-depth... Yeah, I'm very aware of it. I've never actually played it, but I've watched people play it. I don't think I would like it, though, personally, because I'm not a big history guy. So that's the thing I feel like it would lose me on. Because I play Paradox games. I like Crusader Kings. I like Crusader Kings for the roleplay. I don't know anything about the history of medieval time periods, and there's countries and things in there I've never even heard of in Europe, like where I'm from. So it's just not really for me. But I love the roleplay of it. Just knowing other characters, getting loads of cool like random events and stuff. I love all that stuff. And Stellaris would be my other favorite game. But when I've played Hearts of Iron or Europa Universalis, I don't know, man. I'm just not into the simulator style history games. It's just not really for me. And with Victoria, I was cautiously optimistic for it. But then I remember watching videos where people were like, "Oh, you can like literally not play the game, and your money and your GDP just all goes up and everything." And I was like, I don't know. But I've heard people singing his praises recently in my Discord who've been playing recent updates or recent DLC, maybe saying it's really good and stuff. So I'll probably give it a try sometime. I just don't think it's really for me, because it's such a big component is the historical aspect of seeing. For whatever reason, when I see a country in a game, you know, the word France, and I see Germany attack France or France attack Germany in Hearts of Iron, I don't go like, oh my god, it's so crazy, France like won against Germany. It just does nothing for me. It's just like a piece of text on a screen. I don't know why I can't make this like national. I think it's because I'm not very nationalistic, maybe. I don't know. I can't make that like national connection to these things in games. I just kind of see them as like a game. And imagine all the names are random. You didn't recognize any of the names. Would you enjoy the game as much? That's basically where I'm at. Because it's like, okay, take away that element, and what you're left with is just pure gameplay. And is the gameplay really that good? But maybe. So I'll see if I can try it at some point again in the future, for sure. Anyways, that was a bit of a digression. So we've already burned 2 minutes 20. Someone's messaging me on Discord. Let me just close Discord. Yeah, I don't know if this guy. Hey, AJ, is it you messaging me on Discord? Yeah. I'll probably have to remove you as a friend, to be honest. I don't normally add friends. I said, oh, I'll add this guy. Why not? And then you just asked me to promote your channel or whatever. You're like, oh, it has 0 subscribers. But yeah, go check out his channel if you want. It's called AJ the Best. There you go. Enjoy your 1 subscriber that might end up joining. But I would just say it's not really a good idea to just message content creators, friend them, slide into their DMs, and then ask them to promote a channel if you don't have any subscribers already. You should really just, you know, try to make better videos and maybe collab with other YouTubers as well. I'm not against promoting anybody, but I haven't seen your channel. I can't, you know, vouch for it really. So, anyways, right. So, get back on. So it's nice to know that we're on track, but we want to be well on track and even more so than that. So our basin has been made here. We have 11 capacity. It's going to go down to 10. We could get a little bit of linseed going. It seems almost pointless at this stage. We're saving up money, which is good. Yeah, I think we'll just set up on this island now. Wow, 12,000. Is that where all my money went last time? Probably is.
We're only as good as our last.
You should switch your crops-based farms for hacienda farms. Use less fields for the same yield. Oh, yeah, but the hacienda hadn't grown, but it probably has now. Oh, yeah, it's massive. Good call. Yeah, good point. All right, let's do that.
Hola.
I'm going to lose a little bit of productivity here deleting them, but you're definitely right. Although it also costs me money to rebuild them. So, I tell you what, I'll do it at the end of summer. Because this way, we're still just going to harvest what we've got. We'll build up money. And then as it goes down a bit and it shrinks in and gets smaller, then we'll just get rid of some of them and put down fresh ones. But it's a good point. We're going to start building the next basin, though. I think that's where we're at right now. So 90 population, get the next basin going. So just temporary, I guess not temporarily, we'll need to give them a road. About here. See if we can get that road to come all the way up. Okay. Alright, something like this, I guess. Just slam that in there. Get it going. Get this started. Deliver the materials. 60, 30, 90 pop. Totally fine. So now, we're managing time much better, right? 15 minutes on the clock, 26 minutes. left to go with that. It'll take them a little while to fill it up first, and then once it fills up, we can then use this area. So the other thing then was we're probably going to have a building something like this. Means we can shave off the bottom 3 again. 3. Probably like that. And that will come down 4 and then have a bit of space. So I guess if we're trying to be a bit more space efficient, why not make use of this right on the edge anyway? But something like that helps just a smidge. Alright, that'll be our second basin. See how that goes. Hope all's good. Love the content. Rewatching your Stellaris campaign right now. It's really immersive while I also play Stellaris. Awesome. Yeah, glad to hear it. Yeah, that's one of my favorite series I've ever done. I just thought it was like so much fun. The mods were just amazing. And some of the stories that they basically created for us ended up being just really, really great. Okay, I don't know, man. All the mines are on the go. Well, we could get more coming in this way while we wait.
Oh, this infernal heat. What are we to do about
Right, we've got 25 minutes to make a decision here. A harsh sun blazes overhead. The workers sweat. The air shimmers. The ground burns underfoot. Work hard now and rest later. 50% productivity for 30 minutes. Rest now and then work later. So we suffer productivity right now for 30 minutes and then work hard during the next season. But I don't know what the next season will be. Or do a controlled burn with the most flammable buildings. I'll be tempted to do that because I don't want anyone to ever have a negative to productivity, even if it's offset by a positive. Right? So a controlled burn I think would actually be a good time to do it. Seeing as we've got lots of population. We're building up lots of goods. Everything seems fine. We could start to upgrade and get obreros and start to advance as well. Start already making silver coins, I guess. It might be time to do that. What do you think? So we've got 25 minutes. Basically, for the next 30 minutes, we could have a productivity boost. We already have one, so we could stack like crazy. Save up tons of stuff. To what benefit, I don't know, because I don't know what the next season's going to be. So let me know what you guys think. It might take a minute for me to see your messages come in. How about more Farthest Frontier? Maybe when the game comes out of early access. So once it reaches 1.0, then I'd be totally into going back to it. Did that happen recently? I feel like I saw something about it recently, but I wasn't sure if it's out yet or not. People also mentioned Dune in a similar fashion. My current plans are basically I'm starting a Satisfactory series fresh again tomorrow. Anno is actually wrapping up its series soon, but I'm doing streams for it now. What else do we have on the go? City Skylines, of course. City Skylines 2 will be in October for me. And then I'm really just, you know, fingers crossed waiting for Manor Lords and Falling Frontier. My basin burned down, which was not a good decision. Ooh. The basin can burn, can it? That's interesting. That's a bit risky then. Well, I would say take the productivity hit now then, because I feel like we're actually good for things and we don't know what's going to come up next time. And if we already have a 20%. So if that's the case, then let's take the rest now. We'll take a hit to productivity. We'll be only negative 30 overall, right? Because we already have a plus 20. Hopefully.
No point exhausting ourselves in this wretched heat.
Oh, Sartorius. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's negative 20. So let's have a look at your bog standard building. So we have a negative 50, plus 20, plus 50. So obviously this place is fine. Let's check our stats and just see, like, are we okay for things now? So rum might run a little short. Tortillas might run a little short. Agriculture is totally fine because we boosted it like crazy. Get a fourth one of these. Fine play normally. Policy could increase rum consumption and increase happiness. Reduce need consumption but reduce happiness. Happiness is at 8. How much does it get reduced by? Too much. How do I get rid of it? There we go. Alright, I think we should start thinking about upgrades. Get into the next tier, seeing what's available for us, right? Police station, actually, just a few of these last service buildings that we don't have yet. That's going to be 1,250. We're just really short on money. And I can't set up that other island without 12,000, which is so much money as well. Alright, do we want to make linseed also, or just grab more silver? Probably just more silver. They need 25 bricks. Get that ship to come over here then and
We
give
are
them
but
more stuff.
servants to our respective masters.
Tell me when you're here. Alright, this is going much better this time. Biggest concern should be the time it will take to turn silver to coins. So I'd say get to it if you can. Yeah, I think we're going to do the upgrade next. Going to upgrade some of these houses. Can they upgrade for free? Yeah, they can. Alright, we've got huge amounts of workforce, so let's just upgrade the ones closest to the center.
You reach a new milestone.
Alright, Age of Independence. It needs fish stew. We can set up a few more other industries now and get the ball rolling. But now we can also see silver production. So silver ore mine, we need 300 obreras to start making bars.
Build something better.
Oh yeah, fuel. So actually we can start tapping oil even now. Wow. Fish, chilies, and fish stew. Okay. Alright, there's a lot to do then. I think I was getting too comfortable. It's actually quite a lot to do. Now, you guys, too far from the market. Get you another market in here then. Alright, that's 270. How much do you make per household? 47, whereas you make 23. Okay, that's good money then, so upgrade.
We'll need cyanide to get the silver out of the rock.
Cyanide.
Yeah, I might leave this part to someone else.
Another pier. Coffee production, a boxing arena to keep them happy. Yeah, so you guys can move over there. Boxing arena, get straight in there. 5,400. Alright. House isn't looking good. Fish stew. I don't need the population too much. I need the money more than anything. So 12 reis. Race. Be extra money. We're making 2,200 though now per minute, so that's not bad. Switch where's the man? That's the oil. We just build wood on it right now. Although we can have both actually. It doesn't matter. They overlap each other nicely. There we go. Silver production. So we have 300 now. So we need saltpeter, ammonia plants, silver ore mines, a cyanide leacher. So some of this needs coast, so I think we'll probably do it over on that side. Coal coking furnace, charcoal kilns. We're going to need a huge population. We need to definitely grow much more than we have already. So let's just start expanding out this way, making use of a little town out this way. Like that. Keep doing the grid style housing. Shame that they don't fit in there. Okay, so they're gonna need their own market and stuff as well. So, just gonna move these two houses for a second, bring the church just a bit further down, move these over, bring that one up. This church will accommodate a lot of the people up here. Alright, big expansion, a lot of new people. Now our ship just got done moving. And that was so that we could get even more silver on the go. And we need to build a bridge so we can get across and make that move the basin and stuff. So that bridge is ready and intact. Money is actually coming up nicely, so that's pretty good. Real estate tycoon Darren moving people's homes to build a stadium.
We all have to choose a side sometime.
Alright, you can come back to me. Alright, so 5,400 for the boxing arena to make these guys a bit happier. They're not being boosted for anything though at the moment. They're not working anywhere yet. They're going to have to start working for silver in a moment. A lot of a production chain to get them started with though. What else can they do? Coffee. And the fish stew requires obreros. 95 obreros in one kitchen. which pays for itself, I guess, once it's made. That's 2 per minute, 2 tons per minute. The consumption rate at the moment, 1 ton per minute. So they only need 1. That's good then. We could put it down somewhere near the coast, I guess, right? Start with the fisheries. Fishery here. So that's every 30 seconds. That's every 30 seconds. So 1 to 1. And then you need 2 of these. 2 Hacienda spice farms. Now our Hacienda should reach all the way over. It does. Excellent. Hacienda farm. We turn them sideways. They actually take up 4, not 3. That's the good thing with those ones. They're smaller, but they do take up more module space, I guess. So it's wings and roundabouts, as they say. So this one's going to be the one that gets the water first. Start there. Is that okay to build now? Well, no, there's no point now. It's not ordered yet, so we'll just blueprint it out, knowing what it's going to do. Farm modules. Coming out to 4. Can I not even start with that? Oh, I can. Go. So it's only 100. Oh, yeah, nice. Just holding Alt allows us to do that. Yeah, this actually can come up by 1, right? That's 100 there, and for them, 75. Alright, pretty good. So that'll be 2 spice farms. We have 2 fisheries. Oh, we need 4 of these, actually, if we want to do the same production rate, so... Another one there, another one here. Oh, you can put tractor barns on them. Interesting. How did I do that, by the way? Oh, they're the regular farms. Oh no, it is a Hacienda spice farm. This is just a generic Hacienda farm that you've changed it. Oh, right, you can actually pick what it is. Okay, that's cool. Because I guess you could have just done a regular... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Chili farm. So, let's click this. Let's get this. Let's go all the way out. To there. Yeah, tractor barns. I guess we have to get some of that fuel going, then see what we can do for productivity for some of this stuff. Alright, we'll need a 5th one in there. It's going to be 100 as well, so... Alright, could probably fit another one on that side then also. Which I guess why not? We can, like I said, dynamically change what they are. Does this fit inside the radius? It's close. I'm thinking when the population grows anyway, they should be fine. In fact, that should be moved up. It can be. Yeah, it's definitely not in range now, but it will be. I'm confident. So, that actually won't be irrigated. So it does need to move down. Why did I think otherwise? I don't know. Not too sure why I thought that. Anyway. It's there. I can come all the way out to here. So that's 4, and that's 4. And I can come all the way across. That's 85. So 90. I'm happy enough with that. Not perfect, but good enough. For a little extra bonus. Anyway, build another basin. Suppose we could actually, yeah. Good idea. I would say start one somewhere just around out here. In a similar sort of fashion. Does the river ever return? Don't know. If it did, that'd be awesome. I'll just build it out from the river just in case. Yeah, good call with the basin. Now, productivity of wood and timber can come back up because it's getting a bit low on it again.
We're only as good as our last.
Alright, how much sugarcane do we have in stock?
Working harder.
It's dwindling. It's starting to get a little low. What about rum? Rum is really low. We do make enough now though, don't we? Oh, we still don't. Oh, probably because of the productivity debuff, right? So to balance that out, what is it? 30. We need 30 extra. Okay, that's okay. And that might be enough now to keep us... Yeah. Keeps us going. Same with the tortillas need to be done. Can we afford it? We can. People are happy enough. The Obreras are actually pretty happy, so that's good.
I dreamed of this.
They have their boxing arena. No ponchos yet, though. I need to take stock of what's going on. All right, is there an option to off some of the in-game music tracks? Just some of them? No, it's either all or nothing. No irrigated... I wish you could, though, because Dockland's music drives me crazy. The best way you can do it is just switch session. So if Dockland's music plays, you know, switch to, like, the Arctic and then switch back, and then the music changes. No irrigated soil between the spice farm. No irrigated soil between spice farm. I'm not sure if I'm misinterpreting, or is there something wrong with this? This is okay, right? Oh, did you just mean back there? There was no... Yeah. Yeah, hopefully all good now, though, right? I just clean up the road also. Back where it was. And then the final thing would be the... So there's the 2 fisheries ready to go. Which we might as well get them building now. So they can do their thing, store up some fish. And then they'll have to turn stuff into fish stew. Perfect to slot them along here, but there's just unfortunately not quite enough room. Suppose in between both is a good idea. Yeah, so somewhere there, another one maybe here, whatever, it doesn't really matter, and then they'll get some of the chilies. Although oh no, the chilies are over there. What am I saying? I was thinking that they were here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter then. These houses can move. Oh no, they can. I guess market's there. They can stay. I don't like them there though, so we'll move them. Over here. Have range of a market where you are? Yep. So a market is there, here. Just because these bottom houses ran out, didn't they? Just do it like there, and that frees up space for more like factory stuff. Right, 95 for the fish stew.
What can I do for you?
No point building it though until we get chilies on the go, and chilies aren't going to go on the go until it starts raining again. Because yeah, interestingly, well, this is almost done, so we can have one of these built, and we might make a little bit of chilies, just save it up, but we'll just tell them not to consume any stew until we like build up a reserve.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. All right. The Docklands music is awesome, but the New Worlds one is so-so. Oh, I guess it just depends. I like the New World music personally. It just depends on the track, though. Some of them I don't like. All right, this will be our second basin. That's being built now as well. 12 minutes to go on that one. Do we need even another one? We could build another one somewhere out here. And maybe if we have money in the future, we could just move it. I think we should probably do it. If we've got the workforce now and the means to do it, let's go. Done. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's going to fit. What do we need? 35 wood. Okay, we'll have to wait a bit. That one's done. Bonk.
Made all the rancheras
Alright, there you go. A little bit of spices going for you. Just a little bit. So, over to the other island again. It's been a while. Really just going to be waiting for it to rain, and then I'm going to want to relocate this. We could also spend some of the money we have now to build on that other island. I don't know if that's getting ahead of myself, though, because the reason you'd want to is just really for the bricks. Get more bricks coming in. Because a lot of the silver mining operation is going to require a lot of bricks. Let's get this one going as well. Start the phase. 60-30. Yeah, so now, once the timber builds back up, the next thing we're going to do is definitely go over to that other island. In the meantime, here, we can start blueprinting out maybe where things will go. So, like I did before, get something like this basin. In fact, let's just copy and paste one of the ones we have over here. We can do that, right? Doesn't matter if it's on a different island. We could stamp it at the very least, right? How do you stamp this tool? There we go. Let's just do that, just even temporarily. It'll be blueprinted anyway. There we go. There we go. So, stamped. Yeah, something like that. Is that okay? Let's see, is there anything majorly wrong with this? It keeps the coast free, gives us room to do another one of these, even in here. Maybe not quite as big, but something like that. And I still have room for the road to get back out. Seems all good to me. Should it be this way? Would that be better? Not really. Alright, I'll commit to it. Do that right there. That's just a blueprint. Worry about it too much. Now, I'm not going to build it in the exact same style. It was just really for the canal. The shape of the farms could change where we put other things, because there's room back here maybe for, depending how we want to do the canal, you could have animal farms in there or something as well. We'll just leave it as a blueprint for now. I think that's where the basin is going to be relocated to for sure. Alright, stamps help quite a bit. Alright, already back up to 18 timber, 24 bricks.
The foreman says we've already extracted 100 tons of silver ore. Fine work.
100? We've only got 86. Is it because on this island? How many do we have here? 9. That's still not quite 100. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it hasn't been deposited yet, I guess. That can actually take some time. Alright, so they're building 2 of these out here. Looks great. Love to see it. Don't you need a hacienda for those? For what? For those particular farms. Yeah, but we could just put the other farms down. Like I said, the farms are just temporary. I just wanted... forget the farms. It's just the layout of the canal. That's all. That's all I really wanted. Oh, interesting. I didn't even realize that I've actually fudged it a bit. It should be like that. Yeah, not bad. Well, these farms don't matter. It was just to get the shape here, know where the basin's going to be relocated, because I'm not going to keep it there. This one's going to move over here by the time it rains. So I just want to make sure we've got enough money to do that. Well, and then the road is thick enough for us to get out. That's all I was testing. So again, you can just copy this. Do something very similar with it on the other side. Just not sure exactly where either, but you need a gap of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then this one needs a gap of 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then most farms have a gap of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then another 3. 1, 2, 3, and then bring it down. So this one could be placed somewhere like maybe here. Although you need a gap of 4 away from the coast. So about there. That gives this still room to kind of come out without blocking anything go around. So yeah, that could be all fertile land. We could have... actually, what I didn't account for was a road. So that's the only problem with it is... road will take up 1. So that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And this is where the road would go. And then maybe warehouses could still be reached over here, I hope. Maybe on the side here somewhere. Yeah, because that's how it would look now, I think. Is that alright? Something like that. You should put the basin before it rains so you don't lose the water. No, I will, don't worry, yeah. I haven't forgotten. I mean, I was waiting for money, but we've got money now, so we can do it. Okay, and then we can start setting up the linseed farms. Back over to our main island. We can now pick up the material and set up another island. We have the money for that also. And then these 2 are being built. Silver ore is almost nearly up to 100. We need to only deliver 25 for the first one, so that's in 20 minutes. So yeah, I think we're doing good. We're on a good schedule right now. Feel free to let me know if you feel like I'm making any grave errors or anything that we should be tending to. So far, the suggestions have been great. I guess we could start looking into maybe building and setting up oil production. Getting fuel on the go so that we can boost things. Oh, sorry, just bear with me just really quickly. I have driving lessons, and my instructor just messaged me. Great. Yeah, he's just... My instructor's awesome, so, trying to be accommodating. He had someone that wants to swap. I was supposed to be out at 5 o'clock tomorrow. He has someone that needs that time slot, so he's just bumping me a bit earlier. All good. Yeah, not to... I don't know if it's a bad luck or anything, but my test is in 1 week and 1 day. So, exciting times. Nervous times, but exciting. But the good news is if I do end up passing and all that's all settled, then I actually free up a lot of my time in the week, because I've been doing 3 lessons a week. Or actually, mostly 2, but sometimes 3, rarely 3. And it, you know, it might only seem like it's 2 hours each lesson, but it kind of takes an hour either side of that out of my day in a way. Because I can't really be recording if I'm ready for him and all that stuff, you know. Anyway, long story short, I should have more time for more regular content as well. That's why I didn't want to rush into doing like a video every day. I wanted to just do 3 days a week plus a stream. Once that's kind of out of the way, I feel like I can definitely add on a 4th one. Thanks for the good luck wishes, yeah. I'm doing okay so far. I feel like if I fail, it'll just be on some random thing. Because as we mentioned before, I'll just slow time down really quickly. As was mentioned before, in a different stream of mine when I was playing SnowRunner last week. Shout out to that game, go check it out if you didn't see the stream, it was actually really fun. In the UK, the tests are like, I don't know how it is elsewhere, but someone from Texas was saying like, oh, they only have to do like a written test, or it's you know, the practical isn't that like, what's the word I'm trying to think of, like in-depth, I guess? But over here, it's like, you know, if you don't stop at, or if, like, let's say there's a red light, but there's like a line at the red light. If you like cross that line by an inch, instant fail. If you're parking and you touch the curb, fail. What else? There's just like all these like small things where it's like, oh, you just make a little mistake, like a tiny mistake. Like let's say I'm trying to park, I'm parallel parking something, I touch the curb. It's like, well, too bad, you know? It's like, damn, man. And then also, if you're too far out from the curb, it's a fail. You have to be like reasonably close. You can't be like a foot out from the curb, because then it's like, well, you're kind of obstructing the road. So all these little things, I feel like those little things, which I'm pretty good at 99% of the time, but every now and then, you know, you make a mistake. You just got a little too close, or you weren't close enough, or whatever. I feel like it'll be on one of those if I fail. I haven't really been failing our mock tests on anything major in months. So, because I know basically everything I need to know. I do roundabouts fine. All that stuff is all good. It's just like, oh, you know, this very specific circumstance you would have failed because of X, Y, and Z. I remember, like, just really quickly, I had to cross a lane. It was like a... Let's say these are just 2 lanes on a road next to each other. Forget the gap. And I had to cross into the one on the left. But it actually had a... This part here was a bus lane. Okay? But there was traffic here. So traffic was backed up here. All backed up. These are 2 forward lanes, by the way, right? So my direction. Traffic was backing up all here. And then the bus lane started here. So I was approaching here, and he was like, yeah, just move into the left lane whenever you're safe to do so, or whatever. So I crossed in here. And as I crossed in, I would have just lightly, ever so slightly, crossed over the bus lane. He was like, that would have been a fail. You crossed over the bus lane. You're not supposed to go into the bus lane. Because there was a straight, solid white line on it. If it's a dotted line on the bus lane, then it's like, yeah, you can cross over it. But the bus lane ended right there. But I only did it because there was traffic here, you know? It's like, oh, so what was I supposed to do? Just wait. And he's like, on foot. He's like, yeah, it's annoying, but you should have just waited until those cars moved forward and then crossed over. It's like, goddamn, you know? There was inches in it. Maybe literal, like, 2 meters in total. So it's like, oh. But, you know, it's good that I saw that, because those are small things that you could end up failing on. One very last one that was interesting my instructor told me about last time I was driving was there was roadkill on the road. A badger had been run over, and its body was just kind of like on the road. And he said that his someone he knows is also another instructor. He got a message. He's like, oh, his friend's student failed that day because he ran over the badger, which was dead already, but he hit it. He just went straight over it. And apparently you're supposed to, like, you should have moved around it if it was safe. Like, obviously, if there was other cars and things, don't. Just keep going if that's the safest thing to do. But he was supposed to move around it, but he just like mainlined went straight over it. And my instructor, hey Vin, by the way, I don't know why I called you Vinny. Hey Vin. But my instructor actually tried to trick me. He didn't tell me this story until I'd spotted it in the road. So he went specifically to the place where it was, and it was still there, because it just happened earlier that morning. He texted someone who told him about it. And I went around it, because it was huge, to be honest. I was like, I'm not going to hit into this. It's like hitting a proper dead body in the road. And he was like, oh, well done. Like, that's a good thing that you avoided it. And then he told me the story of how someone earlier today ran over that badger, and it was a fail for them. And I was like, God damn. And he's like, yeah, I think in a test environment, I probably would have actually went over it because I would have been nervous about like crossing a lane and going back in. You think the safest thing is just follow the road. Look, I'm sorry if there's a body in the road, but I have to run over it. Anyway, small things like that. We're not that close to hard, no. Oh, you call me Darren with a Y. But yeah, no, true. Make sure to keep driving after you get your license. It takes a couple months, years till you drive without you think about it. Oh yeah, no, totally, yeah. To build up that confidence. My girlfriend Rosie passed her test earlier this year. She passed it first time. Same instructor and everything, same car that we're both learning in. So she's been driving now since like March, so she's definitely getting like a lot better and more confident, I think. Anyway, thanks for listening to my little driving story. Yeah, people in here were asking me to play Victoria 3 earlier, Vin. Again, I was going to call you Vinny. And I was talking about it by referencing that you were saying it's pretty good lately. Alright, just to recalibrate what I was doing. So we've got 2 minutes to go. I moved the basin. The basins are ready to receive rainfall. Can we build this one now? I suppose we should have been building this. What am I doing? Well, not just what am I doing. Is this one done? Where's the workforce? Didn't they be ready to go? Oh, they're in the mine. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's add on to these guys. Definitely what I should be doing. Guys live right next to the mines. You're born near the mine, you die near the mine. All in the name of silver. Alright, so what else do you guys need? Tortillas? They need all their stuff as well. They'll be making the linseed, making everybody happy. In the future.
Get some rest. It's going to be
Oh, I'm playing on slow-mo. I was wondering what was going on. Dude, when I saw UK plates on the road recently, I thought, stay away from this guy. I can't really speak to other countries how they drive too much. I've been in Rome as a city. The driving there is mental. Insane. In Spain, in my opinion, drivers are very reckless there as well, in my opinion. I feel like, coming from Ireland, drivers in Ireland are fairly, by the book, fairly safe. Obviously, not everyone's perfect, right? But I think just generally speaking, in my experience around the different countries, Irish drivers are pretty good. Maybe not on country roads, but on main roads and stuff like, yeah, I think people are pretty good. In England, I haven't really been driving, well, I've been driving for the last 3 months myself as a driver. So it's the only place where I've driven rather than being a passenger. And I feel like people are pretty good, generally speaking. Although roundabouts are fairly still chaotic. A lot of people don't obey roundabout rules properly. I think that's just because they get used to things and they just take it at their own pace or whatever. But I don't know. When I go to specifically about Spain, every third car has a massive dent in it. I feel like people hit into each other all the time. It's because you can't drive on the left side. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. If you see people in the UK, in Poland, or wherever else you are, obviously I could understand why you would be nervous about people who are driving. You know that they're driving on the other side of the road for them. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like my brain is kind of broken actually because I play so many video games based in America and stuff that I'm used to driving on the right side. Obviously now I've learned to drive on the left side, so it'd be interesting driving on the other side, seeing what it's like. But my dad drives in Spain and Ireland, so they're on the opposite sides, and he's totally fine with it, so. Don't drive in the Middle East? Yeah, I mean, if you look at Middle East or India or something, then it gets like, no, it's just a free-for-all. I mean, it's like, whatever, man. Everyone's just doing whatever they want. Alright. I did say I was going to recalibrate, and then I just immediately went off on a tangent. Hopefully you don't get a stricter instructor for tester. Yeah, hopefully so. Oh well. Not a big deal anyway if I don't pass. We'll just keep at it. But yeah, for those who just joined, I'm doing my driving test in 1 week and 1 day, so I'm excited for it. Big milestone, life goal, I guess. So anything else we need to do? We've got about a minute to go for the next season change. I don't think there's anything really left. We have enough for the guy who's arriving. I think everything's in order. I'm just trying to focus on, like, what am I doing next? I think it was the oil fields and building up the island. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah. All right. Hop back there in just 1 second. We have the oil fields that are ready to kind of be built as well now for fuel. And then we can put on some tractor barns onto our farms. That's a fuel station. How do we actually get the oil, though? You don't just build this, right? That's a fuel station. We must have to build up before we can do it, right? The actual oil building? It's not appearing in the list for me because I assume we haven't leveled these guys up enough. Have you deposited everything? Almost. Let's just build a market. Where would be a good spot for a market? This place is really just going to be a place for clay, I think. Let's say just somewhere like there. Alright. Now that that's built, you can go back, fetch some more materials for us, please, and we'll continue to build this up. Oh, it's starting to rain. Old monsoon. So what do we got? Productivity negative 100, negative 50 still for the mines and the cyanide leechers. That's still said the same. The disturbed waters. Oh, the fish is a little worse for wear. But hey, it's a good thing we had it going for a while. And then gloom. Oh, chance of sickness. Uh-oh, we don't have any hospitals yet. 600 obreros are needed for that. Ah, and there's been a fire. Chance of fire is like heavily reduced. Wow. Still had one. Oh well, what can you do? Let's just boost these guys. Get some more obreros, but they should also be making this stuff fairly soon now that the rain has started again. We should see the irrigation filling back up, I think, for these things, right? And we can start with linseed. Might turn that music down now. It's quite loud, actually. So, dude, I have a great idea for a game. Don't know if something like this ever existed. A sim kind of game where you develop a small town in the Wild West and you need to defend it from bandits or Indians. Yeah, that could be cool. I mean, other than to take apart the idea a little bit, other than the setting, I'd say the game is much like many other games. You know? So it's like, you're just saying like, well, what if you had Farthest Frontier, but it was set in the Wild West? Like, yeah. That's basically the game. Develop a small town, defend it from bandits or Indians. So you can make a mod for Farthest Frontier where you reskin the enemies, who are bandits, to be Native Americans, let's say. And the era is actually pretty appropriate. Horse and cart, stone, medieval weaponry, and then it becomes gunpowder at the very end, I think. So Farthest Frontier would be the game that'd be fairly close to that, I think. And that's kind of what it's about, right? It's about the farthest frontier, you're setting up on the frontier. So that could be cool. But definitely it would be an interesting kind of game. Desperados kind of setting, right? And maybe you have a train or something in there to deliver things in, or materials or something. You have to defend it, and maybe there's people trying to rob the train. Cowboys, Indians / Native Americans. That could be cool. I'd play it. Give it to the Fallen Frontier devs? Yeah, for sure. Their next game, maybe. Take what they have, build on it, and make it into a new kind of setting. That could be great. Riftbreaker in the Wild West? Well, that I don't know how that would work. That could be like Cowboys versus Aliens in a way. Darren, when's the new Satisfactory season coming? It should be tomorrow, but it could be the day after. But hopefully tomorrow evening. That's what I'm aiming for. Alright, we're already up to 12 capacity. Let's get us started with some linseed. Oh, I made the same mistake here. Needs to come further back. Because I keep forgetting it. We get stuff this way. So let me get rid of that road. 1, 2, 3. And how big are the farms? They're 4x4. So just straight over like that. Here. Alright, good. Oh, that's because we're building on this side. What am I saying? Yeah. We could squeeze one in here, but it really needs to be done on the other side. That's why. But still, I was making a mistake with it. Let's just bring that all the way along there. And get this first one down. And the next one is going to be in here. 4x4. So I thought it might be a 3x3. I built them with 3x3 in mind. So what we could do is just chop away this little bit. It should fit here a lot better. That's 120 out of 144. There's your 144. And just for temporary sake, we'll just get this next one built. Blueprinted. 136. 144. Alright, we'll leave it at that. That'll take a while to fill those up, but they should work. Hopefully they have reach. Yes, they just do. Great. This one doesn't though, so give them reach. Anyway, when they will make a new when they'll make a new game. Is this the new Anno DLC? You start all over, make another town connected to your early towns. No, for those who don't know, this is a scenario. This is actually free. This I'm not sure about this one in particular. This one might have been tied to a DLC, but the idea of scenarios, the first one was free anyway. The Eden Burning mode. Anyway, what a scenario mode is it's like a challenge game. It only lasts about 10 hours, not that long overall, maybe even less than that. And effectively, what you have to do is, well, let's just take this one as an example. They're all different. But this one has a set map, right? So it's the same map every time. They're really meant to be played maybe once, maybe twice, 3 times until you get gold. There's 3 ways to win. Sorry, it's not 3 ways. 3 tiers: bronze, silver, gold. Anyways, so what basically happens in this one is it's called the Seasons of Silver. So we have a unique biome. It's kind of like a Mexican biome. It's not quite the same as the African biome, although at first glance it can look like that, but it's slightly different. And you're basically building the sort of New World residence here. And what you have to do is you have to tap these silver mines in order to generate a certain amount of silver for this guy that comes along every hour or so who wants a certain amount. So he says, hey, I need 25 tons of silver ore. He's like the tax man. It's like, okay, we give him that. Then he comes back and he's like, I want silver bars now. So you have to refine them into bars. And then he comes back later and he's like, I need silver coins. And he asks for a huge amount. There's also dilemmas that you have to choose, like, you know, situations where you go, I want this one or this one or this one. Like, oh yeah, I'll pay you more now and give you less later, or the opposite. It's like, oh, I don't have it right now, but I'll give you more later. And he's like, okay. So there's like that kind of element to it. But the other reason it's called Seasons of Silver is because the weather actually changes based on the quote season every 30 minutes, and it affects things. So when it rains, our water basins fill up, and that fills our canals. And as they fill up and move along, they irrigate the soil, giving us more productivity out of our farms. So you sort of build a layout like this, you add farms onto it, and then as it rains for 30 minutes, your water slowly fills up, generating you all these agricultural products that go into a warehouse. You store it up for later, and then during the dry seasons, hopefully you stored enough to keep your economy going. So that's basically the idea. So you're trying to maintain a big population throughout a cycling seasonal weather system, so that you can refine and make silver into silver coins and pay this taxman. And then basically, you either get rated fail, bronze, silver, or gold. And I've only ever tried it once before, and I failed. I didn't do it. I came really close, but I didn't make the last payment. If you don't make any of the payments, you fail. So that's basically it. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So that's why I have to pause when I'm kind of reading the chat. There's no pausing and building in this game, so it's really time sensitive. Have I played Pharaoh? And I don't mean the new Total War game. Yeah, I did actually. I played it, funnily enough, while I was at Creative Assembly. Can't remember why, but I remember it was the only game I've ever bought on Good Old Games, GOG.com. And I played it a little bit. I quite liked it. I never played that remaster. Didn't a remaster come out not that long ago? That would be a fun one to play, actually, on a stream. Seeing as I play mostly city builders now, that'd be a good one for the channel, I mean. But yeah, I never actually tried it. I watched Gamer Zach play it a while back. Alright, let the time play. Right, so monsoon season. We've built up this island now as well, just a little bit. Oh no, something wasn't connected right. Roads. There we go. Bad. Anyway, we just need a little bit of a population here so that we can start work on getting more clay going. We're going to need it for a lot of the more advanced construction later on. So it's kind of cool. It takes some of the elements of the game that you'd be familiar with, but turns them on their head a bit. Makes everything much more challenging because things are very constrained. So normally construction material isn't that big of a deal, but now it's like, oh, you've got a very limited amount. So even to build the amount of buildings you want to do, you have to forward plan pretty well. Alright, we might need just a few more households to get this running properly. Hey, did you see that the Desperados developer is not making any more games anymore? Quite sad. The guys that made Desperados 3, that is. Forgot to tag you in it or mention you in Discord to see what you thought of that, but obviously, I'm sure no one thinks it's a good thing. But it sucks because they were just like, oh, it's becoming a bit too expensive, and their last game they said was profitable. They paid everyone bonuses, but then they were like, yeah, that's enough now. We're just not going to make games anymore. Pretty dire.
I wonder if there's a more effective way to put all this water to use.
I'll check that out in a second. They did a new game. Yeah, they did the Shadow Gambit game. I played it. I thought it was good. I just didn't think it would really fit my channel, so I didn't make any videos on it. But they sent it to me behind the scenes, and I was talking to them about a bit about it. And I was like, yeah, this is exactly what you think. It's, you know, magic and stuff, so I wasn't as interested, but it was good gameplay. Like, it's a good game. And it was pretty high quality. I've been watching your Anno series from episode 1, and this is the first time catching you live. Awesome work, dude. Hey, thanks, Tefis Games. Appreciate that a lot. And thanks for the support generally in the stream. A lot of new subscriptions and everything. Thank you. No one's dropped any super chats since the beginning, but I told you all, you can all have the month off, because Michael dropping the fat 500, which is insane. Like, that's, I mean, that actually is probably more than my streams have ever made all combined here on YouTube. So, but yeah, shout out to him. He never said anything in the chat either. He's just dropped his message, and that was it. Choose your approach to water management. So 15 minutes to make a decision with this. As the rains arrive once more, the exiles ponder whether their approach to water management can be improved. So expand the basins. Irrigation capacity gets get a free extra 10. Well, I don't really get it. 10, then plus a further 10. Right, okay. Narrow the canals. Okay, so a -5 and then a further -5. Or use the workers to deliver water containers to the farms. Productivity increases, but all silver production gets reduced. Well, this is obviously the... Oh, if you can afford the maintenance. Yeah, totally. 75% maintenance. That's no problem. You enlarge the basins, improving irrigation capacity. You know what? I didn't even check the fact that they had maintenance when I built them. Oh, these ones don't because they're not complete yet. We should definitely complete those. Yeah, how much are they to maintain? It doesn't say. That's so strange. Maintenance 10% or whatever, but how much are they to maintain? Or 75%? No idea. I'm just gonna go with that one though. Expand the basins.
Don't let a drop go to waste.
Money hasn't changed. I have really no idea then. That's cool though. This one's almost completely full, so that's worked out well. They said they won't make more games. Yeah, they said they're done. They're not making any more games. They're closing their studio down. And not because they ran out of money. They just said, that the games are getting too expensive to make. That this one did, well, you should really just read the thing. I don't want to surmise it too much. Oh, it's all maintenance costs 75%? Ah, that's why. That's a good shout. But I think hopefully we'll be okay though. Yeah, they put out a little statement. You can go read it on their Twitter. So it's mememegames.com. Or mememegames is the name of the studio. And they have it's on their website as well. And they basically talk about, in a little mini blog, the fact that they made this game, it went well. They self-published for the first time. They tried to publish their own game. They said it went well. They cut out, like, you know, sort of middleman and made good money. But it was a smaller release than their last game, and that game was a smaller release than the one before it. And they say that games are getting more expensive to make, and it's extremely stressful. They don't get to see their family very much, apparently, from what they were saying. Something like this, anyway. And that they've just made the decision to give everyone bonuses, pay everyone for the next few months, but to wind down the studio and close it and not make any more games. That's what they said. So, the two founders. So, yeah. Alright, I think we'll go until we pay the man his first 25, and then we'll have to resume this next Monday on the next stream. Desperado sold a lot better. Yeah, and I think the Shadow Gambit game sold better than that before it as well. the Blades of the Shogun game.
You should go sit in the shade, boss.
So, I don't know, maybe the genre just, you know, maybe, because they make really high quality games in that genre, so I don't think it's them. I think it's the genre that maybe it's just doesn't have that big of a pull for people. Alright, there we go. So, this needs to be spice.
All the rancheras I know.
I should increase our productivity of spices now. So now we're making 5 tons per minute, consuming about 3. Alright, cool. So the rain continues for 13 more minutes, and we have a boost to irrigation capacity at the moment as well. This one's almost just about done, so that's nice that we're building these up. We can put even more farms out here, although I don't even know if I'm going to need that much. We'll see, though. Good to have it. Yeah, do we ever need... I should really just do a once-over on things. So goats, I was thinking, we're going to need more of them. Probably not a good idea to do that. What could we do instead? Maybe along the back here it'd be better for the goat farms, right? Because they could just be built in a line. That might be better than this. So just pause that.
So soon?
Maybe delete this one. Take this one, move it there. That's 100 there. So there you go. You're working just fine now, right?
I leave my co- The land has to be prepared first.
Okay. And then for the goat farms, hopefully there's enough space here. Yeah. And then you could have a silo if we have the extra corn, just to boost that productivity a little further.
I'm so tired.
Corn 61. Not making enough of that either. So we'll build one more corn farm out this way. I went over some of the non-fertilized soil there, or irrigated soil. Okay. Hello, Bartosz. They made a game in genre which is mostly realistic, so picking a new game to be in some kind of magic was a turnoff for a lot of Commandos game fans. Yeah, but I think they were kind of saying, like, Desperados didn't even do that well, you know? So I agree that they maybe shouldn't have leaned into fantasy, but I think they probably did because they felt that the realistic one wasn't doing as well for them either. I don't know, it's just kind of a dire picture overall. It's like, wow, you made a really great, cool, like, Commando-style stealth game. Very high quality, voice acting, decent graphics for the isometric perspective. Super positive, like 99% positive or something crazy on Steam for Blades of the Shogun and everything. I think Desperados is slightly less than that, but still pretty good. And then it just wasn't enough, I guess, to continue. I don't know. Seems kind of sad. Because they said in that message that it wasn't based on the previous game. In fact, the reason they dropped a publisher, they wanted to self-publish, was because they were like, we barely made any money on the Desperados game, so if we do it ourselves, maybe we can make more. But I think they just ended up making the same. But I don't know. Maybe one day they'll come back or something, or reevaluate. Maybe they just need a break. But they did say they're closing up shop. It was just sad news. Sad for me because, you know, strategy games are what I really like. And it's a little scary to think that one day I'd like to make a game and it's like, wow, a studio that did it well, had good reviews, they gave up. It's like, oh man, that's kind of scary. A wannabe developer. Anyway. Right, so, is this still satiating the demand for everyone? Oh, we still haven't even allowed the consumption of this stuff yet. Fish stew. Let them eat. Let them eat. Nice and deep. But yeah, that should grow our population and our money. It's 12 gold per person, and then we get 4 extra people. Household.
Storeroom's full, boss.
Full output on the wood. Might want to start looking into making extra ships now and having an economy traveling between these two places, thinking about it. Those extra people can be put to good work now. So how much time until we have to pay the man? 5 minutes. Alright, let's take all this with me. Let's bring it out here.
We are
These guys.
servants to our respective
So linseed is being produced. Nice. Is there oil on this place? No. 80 population. I would just say make a bit more silver if you can. You're missing bricks. Hang on. Come back. Bring more brick with you this time. And we'll make the journey again. They should make a World War II type game. Dirty like Commandos. Yeah, company did that. The guys that... is it Destructive Creations? I think it's them. They made a game that looks just like Desperados, but it's World War II. Like, I don't know if it did as well or is as good, but on screenshots it looks just the same. The people who make Hatred and Ancestors Legacy. That was their next game. I can't remember the name of it. It's like War Mongrels, I think was the name of it. They have any other outside factors in the decision of stopping may or not affect you. Chase your dreams and find that. Yeah, no, indeed, yeah. I wouldn't be making that type of game anyway, but I would be making what would be kind of a niche game. Oh, Partisans, that's it. Yeah. Did that bomb? I never played it.
Old scars must run.
Man, this thing is super busy. So, did we have enough goats now? 14 for 14. Slightly, not really. I forgot as well, a lot of our productivity is being randomly boosted for different things at different rates. It'd be good to maybe just reset a lot of that and then see where we're at. How's the fishing situation? That's still okay. These guys have eaten their grub. Nice. Extra money coming in. We're up to 30,000. Now I'm not too concerned about money anymore, which is good. Alright, so what we obviously want to do, we've got 146 silver. Hey, shout out to Yiffy Chew? Want to say? Could be Chew. For the $10. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And he says, hey Darren, been a big fan of your channel and absolutely loved your Anno content. My favorite Anno series out of all on YouTube. Hope we will still be watching your videos when the next Anno comes out. Yeah, definitely. If they do a Roman Anno, I'm probably just going to kill myself out of excitement. So we'll see. But yeah, no, I'm sure no matter what era they cover, as long as they just keep a lot of the design principles of this game, I'll be there. It would have to be a radical departure for me not to be interested. And yeah, it was on the communist side. Still waiting for Medieval 3. You're going to be waiting a long time. I've told people, I'm telling you now, and I'm telling many people, the next historical Total War, the real one, forget whatever this Pharaoh game is, because this didn't exist a year ago, basically. The real next historical Total War is not Medieval 3. I don't know how many times I gotta tell people that. I'm obviously not the spokesperson for Total War. Most people don't even know who I am anymore in the Total War community. I'm a long-forgotten meme and memory. But I'm telling you now, it ain't Medieval 3. And it ain't Rome 3 either. But I wish it was. Rome games are cursed, I know. I know. That's what my fear of even making one day would be that, like, what if I make one and it's just mixed? And it sucks. Then I'd contribute to the problem I hate so much. Alright, so, want to build this stuff. I'm kind of torn between should I boost the farms with the oil or just focus on the silver. I think the silver is the way to go. So in order to do that, we have to set up the saltpeter can be harvested here. Does that have to be gotten at the coast? It does. Let's just blueprint it for now, I guess, and get it all laid out. So one there. So this is going to be 30 seconds. And then an ammonia plant. It's going to slow it down while we're blueprinting this stuff out. Silver ore mine. We've tapped as many as we can. We need charcoal kilns. Build some of them over here, actually, maybe. In fact, I might even replace one of these, because I don't think we... Oh, no. Okay, we'll keep them. Another one there. Some sort of warehouse in between. I'll just bring this out somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where these are going to have to go. Our production of these, get the planting phase done. Right, so 2 saltpeter works. Oh yeah, I meant to get the hospital as well. We're just 12 people short of that. So that we can avoid the plague. The ammonia plant and the cyanide leechers. The ammonia plants are these weird little modular buildings, aren't they? Can't remember. It might be these ones, actually. 3 coats needed, because they should have, yeah, these ones have the oxidation pools. So they have it's a strange building because there's a radius around it that you have to fill up with stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave a gap there. 5, 6, 7. Yes, like 8 if we can slam it in sideways maybe. A road going between here, coming down. Move that back for a moment. So that's just 1. Another one there. 3 coats needed. Try that. So 2. Man, they are not easy to slam in here. Gotta make it look kind of good. Alright, so that's 30 seconds. So for 2 of these, which we have, we need 4 of these. Holy crap, how long does this take? 4 minutes for wastewater? Not really sure. We might just build it and figure it out, because its timing is a bit different. Let's just see, that ship arrived. Alright, you can build another silver mine, and these. Definitely get that basin going as well if you can now. We'll pause that silver mine, I think it's okay. The extra workforce can go here. Oh, they don't have a church.
I did worse.
Go. Better. Alright, thanks again, Yifei. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of your name. For me, that says it was a super chat, but it's not up on the top bar menu thing yet. Or unless it just went away quickly, I don't know. By the way, it looks like I'm enjoying most of the Paradox games. CK3, EU4, Victoria 3, Hoi 4. I only dislike Stellar... Shit, Laris, thank you. And Imperador, and Shit Parador. Yeah, I love Stellaris. See, yeah, we're just not the same. I like CK3 and I like Stellaris. I don't like Imperator anymore. I liked one of its updates, and that was about it. I have no real comment on Victoria 3 because I haven't actually played it. I just kind of assumed I wouldn't like it. Hearts of Iron 4 I just find very repetitive. That's just a me thing. And EU4 I actually just think the gameplay is quite bad. Again, that's just a me thing. I think if you were to... If you didn't recognize any of the names of countries in EU4, you wouldn't enjoy the game as much as you do. It's the history that I think really does a lot of the heavy lifting for that game. And for me, I just don't have this big interest in history. I just don't know much about the period, and I don't care for the period, you know? I'm sorry to say that. It's not that I like, obviously, generally history, just like generally. I don't, like, think it's, like, irrelevant or something. But I just don't have this, like, interest in knowing more about history once... It's so strange. I like ancient history for empires that aren't around anymore. That's where I'm most interested. I just think it's so cool learning about empires and cultures that don't exist. But once it gets to countries that are here, like you see like France, England, Spain, I'm like, so boring. I just don't care. I have no interest in that stuff. I don't know why I'm like that, but that's just how it is for me. But, you know, when I learn stuff about the Bronze Age or ancient Egypt, even though they're, I guess, in some ways still around, and ancient Greece in some ways still around. Obviously, Rome, for me, is super interesting. Love all that stuff. So, yeah. Irish backwater, won't understand. Yeah, I don't even take offense to it. I mean, it could be that. Although I know a lot of people I went to school with that were interested in history, so I think it is just me. Anyway, you have to say I'm at episode 20 of Season 1 of your playthrough of Anno. I've had it on Steam for so long, and after watching a few episodes from you, I now have 25 hours in the last week. Nice. Yes, I'm glad you can finally appreciate this sleeper hit that is Anno 1800. It's such a shame they took so long to come over to Steam. But that game deserves a much bigger player base, I think, on Steam than it has. It's got like 20,000 or something concurrents every now and then when it hits sales and stuff. But it deserves more. It should have a bigger splash. They stealth released it on Steam, which is such a stupid thing. They should have had a big takeover on the front of Steam. Like, hey, this 10 out of 10 game is finally here with all its content for cheap. How good would that have been? I do have your silver. 25 tons of silver ore. We have 167, so we're nailing it.
You've succeeded.
Okay, so you've successfully met the first quota within the deadline. Do you want to fulfill the quota, or will you attempt to negotiate with him? Bribe him with cash to get some silver back. We're not allowed to do that because it costs 50,000 and we don't have that much. Don't know how much I have. I think it was 30 or 40. Your next quota is slightly higher, but you receive a new ship, or just fulfill it. No, just fulfill it, right? Totally fine. Yeah, we had 42,000. So in 44 minutes, we need now to provide 35 tons of silver bars. We haven't even set up silver production, so we'll just try to set it up really quickly here at the end. And then that'll have to be it for this episode.
I never knew you'd be so suited to working down the mines, Vasco.
Coal coking. So how much has he got here? 1 minute? And that's 15 seconds. So 1 of these for 4 of these. Wow. And they're still being planted, actually, at the moment. I don't know if this is going to be able to reach a warehouse. I guess we could just put a warehouse out here. That's a 1, 2, 3. We need a 4th one, ideally. Somewhere here? A bit further down this way? Alright, be interesting to see how much of the workforce gets taken up by all this. So, that's just for 1 coal coking furnace, which I guess we'll just keep somewhere over here. Bear with me before I read the chat. I want to just get some of this stuff nailed. Silver smelter then. 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the timings on these. Really unusual. Okay, so let's get this.
This venture doesn't go well. Well, I can always take a swim in the cyanide vats.
Jesus Christ. Right, we need more bricks. That's why we're setting up out here. There's 63 bricks out here. Quickly dash across. We can get some of those bricks, get that built, and get our first silver bars made. At the moment, they're just going to be what? Pulling up saltpeter. And then I guess doing whatever they do with these things. I don't even know what this makes. It makes silver amalgam. And now we're into summer. Productivity 15%, 10%, and 20%. Plus 20. It's not even a there's no percent number on that for some reason. They need a warehouse also. So, missing goods. You're missing cyanide and silver ore. So they're going to grab that silver ore from down here, unfortunately, because that was built before this. But they'll make shorter trips next time. And then the ammonia plant, which is going to take in dung. Where do they get that from? Does that come from some of the farms? As a byproduct or something?
Production has stopped.
Oh, they ran out of material. They need more bricks as well, actually. Okay. Any Pharaoh type of game in the Wild West now? Imagine these hundreds of viewers you would have. Sorry, let me see. They ruined your... Gonna try to convince you to play Vicky 3. Played a lot of Anno 1800 and tried Vicky 3. At first it's hard, but it's not about the hardness of the game. It's just the idea that I don't really care about the time period. You don't need to like history to enjoy it. I don't know about that, man. I think you do. But I could be wrong. I feel like you do for EU4. I know you do. Because I don't enjoy it without that. Whereas if you take away the era, and you give me Stellaris, or CK3, where I don't need to care about the era, I just care about the people, I like the games. But anytime Paradox games focus on the era first, like Hearts of Iron, or EU4, can't stand it. Or not that I can't stand it, I just get very bored very quickly with it. Imagine these hundreds of years you would have if I, played Vicky 3. Yeah, doubt it.
What can I do for you?
I'm not Ludi et Historia. I'm not somebody who's interested in the period. And people, if you're not interested in something, people aren't interested in watching you be not interested in things. That's why I stopped playing Total War. People would rather watch you be interested in something. I've got 1 million, I think nearly 2 million views on the first Anno episode. Because I was excited for it. One of the reasons, anyway. You played CK3 after the new DLC? No. I haven't been back to CK3 in a while. Since Royal Court, really. No time. Plenty other things to play. I said you would have hundreds of viewers more if Anno... Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that could be true. Pay attention. Sorry, I'm trying to. I did read ahead. I just before I just couldn't remember the conversation I was talking about. I guess at the time. Bricks. Getting a bit distracted now. All right, I gotta drop some off on this island really quickly. We'll hit the notification bell for that. Make sure you hit the notification bell on YouTube. Am I right, gamers? One person on chat and he's still missing it. There's more than one person. Tournaments and feasts. I didn't miss it. I heard what you said. But you never mentioned the word Steam. I just forgot what I said. Big difference. What I would like to know, if anyone has any idea, is how the hell do we get dung? I know how to get it in the base game. But in this game, I have no idea. In this game mode, I should say.
You reach a new milestone.
Need a hospital, an hospital. Done?
What is this curious ritual?
Look at that later. Hacienda has a building. Ah, thank you. Yes. What am I missing? Isn't it called the Fertilizer Works? Hacienda Farm, Hacienda Brewery, Storeroom, Obrera, and Yonlera Quarters. So, let's see. We have our goat pen.
My poor back.
Yeah, I don't remember. Bro, you need to take a minute. Vince, I appreciate your content, darn. Oh, you made... no, he's cool. Don't worry about Vince. He's been around for like 6-7 years. I know him very well. He's in our Discord a lot as well. He's cool. We're just... you know, he keeps me on my toes. Don't know, this is my first venture into scenarios. Yeah, I can't quite remember. So, goat dung. Hacienda has a building. Dung comes from goat farms. Alright, I'll double check again. Hacienda module. So, Yonlera Quarters? No. Obrera Quarters? No. Storeroom? No. Farm building? Maybe. And brewery? Maybe. So let's see. We have breweries down here. Do they change to produce hot sauce, beer, atoll, schnapps, rum? Okay. And then the farms themselves. Such as these ones. I don't know, man. No idea how to get dung. So, really not sure on that. We have goat farms right there. Do they produce dung as a byproduct? Are we making it already? Now we are. No, we're not. Production buildings on this island for this. Are you playing the 3.14 or 1.5 patch? Diplomatic plays in Vicky 3 are getting me mad. I want to get some land from Oman. Hey, if you're interested, you could always join my Discord, discord.gg/WDP. Vince is in there. He posts some of his campaigns from Victoria and other games. You could always debate with him there or talk about it there if you wanted to help him out. I don't mind you doing it in the chat, by the way. I'm just saying probably a better place to do it, just so you can have a better back and forth with each other. I also don't understand, how does this not... Oh, the oxidation pools also need their own road?
We lack the means of production.
Sucks.
The more the merrier.
Can't just be made from the building. So, what's that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 that we need, isn't it? I'm so confused now. Things are just breaking down. Oh, that's part of this one. Yeah. So, 7 out of 8 there. Got it. Well, I kind of got it. One was supposed to go in here. Module limit reached. 8 out of 8. What? Alright, rotate. Pop you in there. Good. Now, get rid of these. Okay, click this building. Click this. So, we've already got... We don't have any. 1, 2... Seven. So I guess I have to move this down and create a gap. There's no way I can put them all in otherwise. Sorry about that, but at least they all fit now. Any ideas about the dung? The radius around the building that requires dung. It probably collects it. Oh, you think the ammonia plant collects it? Oh yeah, there's a huge radius. Ah, you got it, man. Well done. Really big radius, actually, which is great. Thank you. And then it needs to get saltpeter delivered. Got it. Dude, I honestly don't think I ever would have figured that out. I must have figured it out before at some stage. Alright, let's bring these bricks home.
We are but servants to our
Making more bricks here as well.
masters.
Making more bricks here. Okay, good. Alright, a little bit better. So what are we missing? Just missing the cyanide. So how much of that are we making? We need a second building for it at the very least. Should have enough dung, I would imagine. Yeah. Alright, so another one of these can just go here. Need more bricks. Alright, cool. Feel like we've kind of caught back up. I've fallen behind slightly, but not too bad. Still have a lot of silver, so we can just process it if we can get enough workforce on the job quickly enough. And for that, we just need more and more obreros. We're gonna have to check on what the consumption rates of all these new things are, because we've increased production of quite a bit. The one that I'd be most concerned about is this, but we've got lots of that, so that's okay. Alright, that should help money as well. Just to check our base ingredients. So we've got tons of tortillas, absolutely loads. That's great. What about rum? Rum is super good. Whatever this is great. Arms are all pretty much great. It's just the ammonia plant that we need to improve and stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks like we're on top of things then, actually. Not too bad. I was worried things were falling behind. It doesn't seem too bad at all. And even though it's summer, you know, we've got a lot of stuff in reserve, I think. Yep, things are building up. That's what you want to see. Hundreds in storage. Okay, so, where are you? God, we're always against the wind. I don't think the wind changes in this map. It just takes a very long time to get back to base camp. Something we can do while these guys
Still waiting for it to arrive.
are basically done. Just pause them all. Get some of the workforce back temporarily. International relationships are a lot random. Ain't selling me on the game. Are you aiming for gold? I'm not really. I'm just aiming to pass it, I guess. I'm not like super efficient. I don't need any backseat gaming though. I say that respectfully. But if I have questions, I ask and I throw it out there and people can answer. That's totally cool. But yeah, I might be able to hit gold. I had over 150 more than I needed last time, but I don't know what the next stages are. I haven't played this in a year. I played it once before and I lost. Came really close, but I did end up losing. Or it felt like I was coming close, but I guess overall I wasn't. Alright. Actually, before you go, grab some wood. Oh, damn it. Got to have it on unlimited. Okay, anyway, so those extra bricks can be used to finish off these, or just get these going now. Build them when we need them. So, we have silver amalgam. Coke needs to be made. I can't remember if we built that building. Oh, we did. We just made it now, right? So this is making the coke. We have coal, transfers into coke. Coke and silver amalgam will go and become silver bars. That needs to be radically sped up, probably. We'll have to probably speed up the entire production chain. But I need to feel it out first and see how we're doing for it. This is our ammonia. No, cyanide. So confused. So, saltpeter. You make cyanide, which goes into the cyanide leacher. But what's the wastewater thing? It just produces wastewater. But each of these have their own... Oh, right. So they're their own production thing. But the overall building makes the wastewater. I see. Strange. How high relations do I need? Oh, you... Okay. See what you do, Vin? You come into my stream. No one else does this, by the way. It's only the old Republic of Play chatters. They come in, they start talking about something completely off topic. Suddenly my chat's full of text where I'm trained not to read it because it's nothing to do with what I'm doing. Hope you're happy, Vin.
We need raw materials.
Old scars must run.
Alright, deliver some of this stuff back out here. Pick up the rest of the bricks and bring it back. We do still have bricks on mass production. Yeah, we do. Right. Guess we need another one of these. How much money do we have? Money's okay too. 20 bricks. Bricks is my big bottleneck. So we're making bricks out here. I guess we could make more though. There's 2 other deposits that we haven't tapped yet. We have the workforce for it, so let's get to it. And the ship is on the way with more material. No, you don't have to be sorry. I am joking, really. Well, I'm half joking, I guess. It's fine. Damn it, I did this before where I built the wrong thing first. Anyway, wood is on the way. Chip is just there. Nah, okay, maybe guys to make a bit more. Very unhappy doing that. Because I guess it's their only job and it affects most people. Do they have a church? No. Well, that's part of the problem then, isn't it? They could pray to the gods. Take away some of their pain. Perhaps. Move these ones. Church, a bit more centralized. A ship, where are you? Ship of the line. You have 30 minutes. You need more than a silver bar every 2 minutes. Oh, we'll do it. Oh, we'll do it. Somehow. When I came here, nobody talks in here? People were talking. Not super active, but people were talking. Mostly about the game. Or like what I was doing. See that Jordan Peele meme? Had the sweating thing? Yeah. Oh my god, could you go any slower? Oh, we need to give them better storage actually here, really. Let's just build onto this place. You guys can build, you can build, that can build. Copy and paste this. I guess just slam it out here. Have their own little thing here as well. So ugly the way the roads do that, but I guess it kind of has to be done. Okay, all good. Drop off the rest of that wood. Maybe... I know they don't have enough workforce, by the way. Depot. What do you need to build that? There you go.
We're only as good as our last.
Alright, you can get out of here now. Bring back the rest of those bricks, and we need to raise the population somewhat. So, we could make our first ships now, maybe. Because I need to set these guys up with tortillas, and it'd probably be better if we just gave it to them. So, across all islands, we make enough tortillas in this one place to supply this place. Doubling their population. I don't mind getting a few extras, just standard. Okay. I build that there. Alright. Let's just for now turn this off.
Played all the rancheras.
And when we get more population, we'll give them more. Alright, cool. You have a question in that chat thing there, or a dilemma to handle. Silver amalgam, we should be able to boost this a bit more. Right, so we're now making silver bars. But, as was pointed out, we only make one every 2 minutes. Our production rate is not good enough to hit that goal. We have 27 minutes to make 35 bars. To make 35 bars, what does our production rate need to be per minute? Well, it's basically, it needs to be about 1 per minute, about 1.5 per minute, really, to be able to do this. So to do 1.5 per minute. Really, one made every 40 seconds. That's rough.
In the old days, my voice would not have been heard.
Now, if we build 2 of these buildings... Wrong building. Good job, Darren. Some of it back, at least. This one. 2 of these buildings. And then we see what we're lacking. We can maybe bring that up. So now we've got it down to 1 every minute. And then what we do is do a little boost. Bring this up to 33%. Well, let's just overdo it if we can. And see what we need elsewhere now. So, in that production chain, we're requiring silver amalgam and coke. So, coke. How much do we... So we have enough silver amalgam. That's the good news. And we've got enough coke. Psh, easy. Super easy. Wasn't worried at all. In fact, we can get another one of these. Once we get the timber to do so. Alright, great. So I would say now different events might happen that might change things, and we'll have to see. I'll do this decision later, but I think I'm going to leave it there. That means that we're now on track to hit that goal, I think, right? Unless I've done my math wrong. Have I played Automation Empire? No, I don't think I've actually heard of it. I write down games all the time during my streams that people let me know about, but I'll look it up. Automation Empire. It's hard to say if you've enough, as there's so many modifiers. Yeah, that's the thing. Different things will kick in 13 minutes. Things might change where this becomes a negative 100% production rate. And suddenly everything's really difficult again.
Quality isn't
But
quality.
while things are okay now, while happiness is okay, I think we can get another one of these built. And make a little row of them. I might build these little ones over here just to cut down travel time. I dare say even 2 more might be doable. Statistically, it looks like we way overproduce coke and the silver amalgam. We're underproducing cyanide, though. But we had more than enough dung, so I think it's just a matter of building more of these, right? Because they just mix it with saltpeter, and we've got plenty of saltpeter. Yeah, I think we can do it. Just neat. We're just short on construction materials now. Weirdly. Oh, it's not weird. I told all the buildings to stop producing things.
You should go sit in the
That's
shade.
the reason.
We all have to
All right. Well, we've got some bricks at least. You guys have tons of wood. All right, that's done as well now. Done is done. And we've been making linseed here, but I haven't actually been using it yet, so we can use all those ponchos. Sorry, we can use that linseed to start making ponchos and stuff with this workforce here. God, there's so much to do. I'll just have to leave it. I'm just so tempted to make the first silver bar. I want to see. Have we made any yet? We made at least 1 by now, right? Yeah, we made 2. Excellent. All right, 2 out of 35 with 24 minutes to go. And wood production is back up and running now, albeit very slowly because I paused those buildings. Man, we burned through 200 very fast. So, my bad, I guess. I might even go grab some from this other place just really quickly to get the ball rolling back home and then just make a transfer. Might as well have the ship moving. Okay, that's going to have to be it for today. Super fun stream. Awesome stream as well. Can't shout out Michael enough for the $500 donation that was just right at the beginning. And he just mentioned a thank you for the Anno series overall, generally. So thanks again to Michael. Definitely be back with Anno next week as a result of that. But also just to continue this. So we'll just pause it there. Hit save. Seasons of Silver. Stream 1. Okay. That's really going to have to be it. I'll just leave it there. Actually, we can do this now. I can just reset back to that load. Looking good. Alright, fun fact, for Anno 1800 it was Darren who made me buy it, and I have like 1,000+ hours on it. Watch like the full Let's Play, watch the full Let's Play also, thanks for the content. Thank you very much as well, means a lot, thank you. Will you ever do the campaign for Anno 1800? I don't know, probably not, maybe on a stream. It might be good stream content, because I feel like I could go through it quite quickly. and people who skipped over it as well might be able to just watch it along with me. But I don't think I'd do a video series for it. Seems like it would be maybe after the Seasons of Silver is done, we could do the campaign and try to go through it kind of quick. Because I just saw something, I don't want to spoil it, but I saw something in the New World. In Manola, there's a little dude on an island, on the big island, and you can interact with him, and it relates to the campaign apparently. And the context was sort of lost on me because I never played the campaign. So yeah, there's like little bits and pieces, Easter eggs, things like that I've missed out on over time just because I never did the campaign. Don't really know the story of the characters and stuff like that, other than what I've seen in the sandbox. Hey, and Broadsword. You just joined actually at the very end here. I'm wrapping it up. So again, the next stream will be on Monday. We'll be continuing the Seasons of Silver. Shout out to all the support in the stream, just in general, people just tuning in, chatting with me, and also obviously the massive super chat at the beginning and the second super chat then as well. That was later on. So I do appreciate it. The support really means a lot. I mean, it's massive and it really does help. So thank you. And I'll be back next Monday with more. Tomorrow, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, Satisfactory's new season will start then on my channel as well, for those who are interested. And thanks, Chris. Yeah, so the replay of the stream should be up a little later tonight anyway. So if you missed it, you should be able to catch it there. All right, so that's going to have to be it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.